and it's $10,000 more a year.
Mm.
But it's more high stress. And
so here's what you do. Accept it. Tell them you're going to start in 2 weeks. Work this way for 2 weeks. And then just stop going in and start going to your job and see how long they pay you.
I would do that, except the job that I started yesterday, I got because of a friend of mine that works there. And I'd hate to, like, leave that kind of impression.
Yeah, well, that would be kind of bad for your friend who recommended you and all.
Yeah. So it's actually, the schedule is better at the one that I started this week, versus the one that I'd started at higher pay. So it's, but the work-life balance, like the one that I started today, or yesterday, I mean, they actually allow dogs into the office.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling us about that.
Yeah, so there were puppies everywhere.
Aww.
And
hi there.
Hello.
How do's?
Are we all here except for the two?
We're all here.
We're all here. Yay! And we're all on time.
Yes.
That means Steph's dice are gonna roll great tonight. Crap. Damn it.
I need it.
Somebody have computer issues right now.
No! Bite your tongue.
Oh no.
That is not a way to jinx the game tonight.
Oh, sure, I jinxed you. She said you're going to roll good.
Yeah,
No, but I said that
now.
I'm trying to jinx them now.
Yeah, exactly.
I was trying to say that you already did by saying he was going to roll well for the night.
Oh, look at that. I hear
exactly.
you guys now. Oh, there we go.
Reverse psychology is what he's doing there. Yeah. All right.
We got to figure something out because I don't know if I can play dumb all night.
I know you're currently a bumbling buffoon and on my back.
That's right.
I have Free Walker and a child carrier.
I gotta.
Are they like leading him by a leash?
No, I'm gonna put him on my back so he doesn't go anywhere. I don't know how to. I don't know how to fix it.
I'm trying to remember. I got to go back real quick. Hold on, because I forgot.
But he's
what
small
caused...
for
Quick, he doesn't
4
remember.
hours.
Let's just heal him and say that's it.
I forgot what caused that for a second. I'm trying to remember.
Somebody tell him.
Crap. Oh,
I don't remember either, actually.
Yeah, I'll find it here in a second.
Like, it just came back to me that we had turned him into a bunny for some reason.
We turned him into a bunny so we could carry him because he kept wandering around that place and we couldn't get him upstairs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was a
physio
mess.
had enough.
There it is. And it came from this room here.
It was in the Hydra. Loth has an ability called Steal Memory.
Oh, yeah.
That weird frog thing, right?
That's right. Yeah, because he knew about it. He knew he'd played one before. It has, yes, his memory. You're not supposed to know that, you big screw head.
Dude, I can't help it. Man.
Danovan doesn't know it. We don't know it.
Okay. Well, yeah, something like that. He's got a little drool out of the side of his mouth, and he's the size of a bunny right now. So, y'all are in charge of him. All right, let's get started here. We have got the stream up. We are talking to everybody. Looks like everybody's in. And who is going to take Morthos tonight? Who's going to be the lucky person?
You want to roll a die? Roll a D4?
We'll do it.
Let's do it.
Well,
everybody roll a D.
Well,
Everybody
actually, because Free's running Bart, so it really should be a D6.
Okay.
For the three of you. So, Pertania, you're 1 and 2. Danovan, you're 3 and 4. And Mafrizzi, you're 5 and 6. How's that work? Does that sound fair enough?
Sure.
Here
Cool.
we go.
I get to play with Morthos today.
There you go.
Yay. Have fun.
Alrighty
So
then.
matter of
Let's
factly.
see. Oh, have fun.
Have fun.
Try not to get him killed.
I will do my best.
Let's do our introductions as always. Our Tuesday night D&D with the Death Dealers as they continue to get their way out of the Princes of the Apocalypse. They're so close. So close. Just 2 delegates left to find. Puritania, go ahead and say hi to everybody, please.
Hello, I am Puritania, aka Tanya, the human variant ranger, at level 8. Yay! And I'm also playing Morthos today, who is a tiefling rogue at level 8. So we'll see how this goes today.
Okay. Freewalker.
Freewalker is the 8th level dumbass fighter barbarian. And I'm also playing Bartanian, the 8th level half-elf sorcerer.
Danovan.
I am Danovan, our 8th level mushroom growing druid. And he's desperately trying to figure out how to fix the big guy, because we definitely need the pounding. The beat stick needs to work for us, not against.
Maybe one of your mushrooms can help him.
So that'd be great.
All right, and Merphisia.
Technically, they have. Well, I
sorry.
could go into the science.
Merphisia.
Hey, I am Merphisia, the 8th level forest gnome bard, and I feel like there might be a little need for some side of vicious mockery tonight if this keeps up with the Freewalker. But we shall see.
She sounds so imposing because I'm stocked up and I want a vicious mockery.
Yeah.
All righty. All right. Well, you made your way out of the plunging torrents, going through there and getting into a little trouble, and still haven't discovered like I said, 2 delegates. And I think the thought process was as y'all came back up and crossed over and were headed over to the Fiery Throat is what we would call that, where this teleportation plate is sitting here, a floating disc, and y'all were trying to figure out what to do next. So y'all can actually, and yes, Freewalker is still a little brain-addled, more than normal this time of day. And
Freewalker is normally very clear thinking, but this time he's not.
We let him think.
Well, we're gonna leave him with the leash, so he can't move. He can't move. We have him on a leash.
I have Freewalker. Freewalker is...
He's a bunny, isn't he?
No,
he stopped being a bunny after a few minutes because you said it would take too long for him to get up there.
Yeah, because it only lasts an hour, so Tanya has him tied up, and she has him strapped.
Yes, and as he begins to walk off, he drags you, along, pulls you over, and you're just on your face, being like you're like skiing.
He's small.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, I thought. Okay, so he's still.
He's small for 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, we gave him. Right. She gave him a portion of diminution. So.
Yes.
Hey.
I want it from the backside. That's right. All right. Well, y'all, the tokens are unlocked, so y'all can make your way. Oh, I mean.
Awesome.
Y'all can make your way over to this pit.
Why'd you make it a curse stuff?
Right?
I did not choose that on the it was what was there and available to me.
Yeah, show me the character sheet for the Hydra Law.
You already know it.
I don't know the character sheet. I just know how the DM I played with. He didn't use the memory wipe.
Oh, I did.
Well, that's DM choice.
Everyone's different.
But I don't know how the memory what spell it is exactly. So I don't know.
Well, that's the fun of it. We have to figure it out.
That's right.
Well, he said it's a curse. We don't have to figure it out at this point because he told us what it was because we rolled well enough.
Yeah, y'all did. That's right.
Then we know what it is. We just don't have the power to change it at the moment. So we'll figure it out as we go along. It's not a big deal. It's okay.
Did somebody keep track of Free so he doesn't walk off the side of the cliff?
I told you I have him strapped up.
Okay, good.
He's in a damn backpack.
Yeah, he's good. He's tied nicely back there. He shouldn't be moving. He's probably just adding some extra weight on Tanya's back right now.
Okay, so Can we see where the lift thing is now, the pedestal thing?
Well, yeah, they reminded when they found it this time, it was sitting right here. So there's about a 10-foot wide slab of stone is what you're seeing is levitates right there in the center of this very wide vertical shaft. There is a little bridge that kind of juts out there. Then there's the gap. And there's hot fumes rise from below, and the shaft glows with a fiery light below this level. But you can also see that it continues upwards into darkness. And there's a little gong that's right next to the ledge here with a hammer on it.
Man, I wish I had thought more about where we were going to go after this. I would have changed some of my spells at the long rest.
We had a long rest?
We haven't taken a long rest.
Yeah, we did. We took a long rest before we actually came up.
Yeah, because I got my level 4
Y'all had
spells
one
back.
that's going to be a while.
That's true. Actually, I do have my spells back. Okay.
Unless you want to let me do some retconning, Duff. Yeah, it doesn't sound very good.
So there's
there's a hammer there.
There's a hammer with a gong there,
Yeah.
and how far is that? A 5-foot jump that we have to make?
Yeah, a little bit of
Or-
5 foot. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
If you drop me in the lava, I mean, you'll never forgive me.
I don't want to jump with a free walker on my back. That's
And
why I ask.
it is far, far down.
Maybe we should find another way.
Maybe could Pin maybe fly down and check it out? Oh wait, he wouldn't be able to do anything because Free Walker can't direct him, could he?
Exactly.
He's just
Yeah.
flying around hitting his head in
You
the
could
wall.
talk to him and suggest it, but I doubt he'll understand you.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I could talk to him.
That doesn't mean he'll do what you want him to do.
That's true.
Because
Yeah.
he's your familiar, right?
Yeah.
Free is a
Right.
familiar. Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, I guess
I'm
someone
sure-
has
I'm
to
pretty
check
sure
it
I
out.
can basically speak to animals.
So then what's the plan, guys?
Hmm.
Who wants to go first?
Well,
I'm very reticent to take him anywhere.
so this hammer thingy with the gong.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if Physia picked it up and hit the hammer against the gong?
So I'll go back to Free. I can't remember if y'all have done that before or not.
I don't think we did.
I have a feeling it probably controls the platform.
I guess
so-
it probably summons the platform.
Yeah.
I will let you know that I'm going to think that y'all did, because the disc is actually supposed to be, well, it's between here and up a level, and let's just say like you did hit the gong and the plate moved down to here. Just, yeah,
Okay.
So
And is that like an actual jump we have to make to get on the platform, or is that just a automatic pass?
that's a 5-foot gap there, my friend.
Not necessarily. I want to throw a robe of useful item out for an iron door.
Oh, are you gonna make a bridge?
That's a okay.
I love that. Okay.
So she throws it. Where? Where do you throw it?
Danovan steps back 5 feet and says,
Where do you? Just show me an arrow where you.
I step here and I throw it in the 2 squares between me and Pin. Like back towards Free and them.
So an iron door
Well, I don't know, because I've got to figure out a way to...
pops up.
Well, hold on. Okay, so how would we then move it? That's the only thing, because if I...
Well, if it's a door, it's just a loose door, right?
Right?
it's a 5-foot jump. Isn't the DC on that like a 7 or something?
Anybody who has a strength higher than a 5 can make it without a roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Without,
Oh, really?
Hopefully,
Yeah.
without maybe making a failing of a true dexterity roll and falling off and going off the other side, because you might lose your
Of
balance.
course, it looks like there's only room for 4 people on the platform. But there you go.
Well, Puritania's carrying free. So
Yeah, but there's you guys.
5.
I mean, Morthos could carry one of you.
Well, could Danovan morph into some flying animal so he wouldn't have to stand on it?
Yeah, and he can fly down into the very hot place with the feathers. I'm sure that'll go very well.
Too many people, not enough space.
I think regardless, we should still at least send something to check out what it is.
I
He
could also
can shift
theoretically,
into a mouse or something. You can put him in your pocket.
Well, I'm resistant to fire, so
or I was also going to say that I could turn into a spider and just hang on the bottom side of it.
Mm,
that could work.
Which would be
Morthos is
great
also
until it
resistant
comes
to
down
fire.
into a lake of lava and you have nowhere to go.
That's true too.
But does it actually end in a lake of lava? Because
We've never been
don't
down there,
know.
so we don't know.
You can't tell it, but you do. I will tell you that you do feel a great bit of heat coming up. Hot fumes rise from below.
Merphisia is very excited and wants to go down. So
and my
Are you
and
going
my
to hop?
RPG senses are twitching, saying that if we go down there, we're gonna have to deal with a debuff because of the heat, or a buffet because of the heat.
well, some of you
So
guys
we
are
need to
resistant
prepare
to
for that.
fire. I believe.
Be right back.
Okay.
my vote is we go down, but that's because
There's another potion of fire resistance inside the party sheet too. So the majority of us I think would be okay.
How long does that last? Because I have 2.
Find out. I mean, I feel if it's a potion, probably just
1
an
hour.
hour. Which is better than
damage
nothing.
for 1 hour. I don't need it because I'm with me being attuned to Tinder Strike. I'm resistant to fire.
So Moondog,
Mhm. Yeah, Tanya also has a ring of fire resistance, so she's resistant to fire constantly.
Oh well, it looks like Donovan and Free and Bart are all just scrooby screwed.
Too bad you can't turn into something that would be.
tiefling or something.
Yeah, Morthos
Makes him
is resistant to
inherently
fire.
So
Yeah,
the 3 of us are, the 3 of you guys aren't. But there's that potion of fire resistance for one of you to take, so now we just got to figure out the other 2.
Well, I have 2 potions of fire resistance on me.
Oh, well, there we
We'll
go.
give the other one to Bart then.
Yeah. So there.
And if you want to be generous and give one to Freewalker.
But this is also why I wanted to be able to change my spells, because I didn't realize we were trying to go to the fireplace next.
Well, there's still the air place, so we could go to the air place instead and come back to the fire one later.
Didn't we go already? It was empty.
Yeah, I thought we had.
We went to the higher level one. We didn't go to the lower down one.
you were putting 2 and 2 together, and Free, before his brain collapse, was on a thought process that there has been a temple above, there has been a central area below the ground level, then there's been this area where they've kind of all 4 have commingled, and then there have been, so far you have discovered 2 areas even farther down, one dedicated to the earth and one, the last one you just found, dedicated to water.
So this one down here is fire. In the bottom southwest corner of this map, there's a big hole. So I'm guessing that one goes to the air one, but obviously we haven't been down there.
Hmm.
Mm,
Well,
No, I think we did too.
let me see.
We have not been down.
Because
We've been to the room. We have not gone down that hole.
Oh, okay, we haven't gone down that hole. Okay.
Okay, we have.
well, we could go down the hole instead if we're scared of running into stuff inside of the fiery one.
We're gonna have to go down it eventually, though, aren't we?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you
maybe
have
we'll
it-
find a cure for Freewalker.
Or maybe we'll find and potentially find some more magical items that will help us be resistant to fire.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, how the hell do we get down that hole?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, we could jump, but I mean, that's probably going to be bad at the bottom.
Well, I could actually probably try to fly down there. I could
You
turn
could-
into like a giant eagle or something and try to fly
could
down there.
Pull the
That-
hammer
that
thing.
hole
Us.
looks giant.
We also have rope.
Yeah, we don't know how deep the hole is though.
We can find out.
Well, no, but if well, the rope actually might be a useful idea. If you morph, the rest of us get out on the.
I'm just talking about like I would morph to scout the bottom of the hole and find where the bottom of the hole was, what's down there, so we can make a plan about how to get down there. Because
Well,
right
but
now it's
if
all
you're
just
okay with
conjecture,
it-
but we can actually have real data.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I think we should do that.
Yeah. If you're okay with wild shaping to go scout around, I'm cool with that.
I'd take the potion of fire resistance though before you do that though.
Well, we're going down to the wind temple, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well,
The
yeah.
one on the bottom left-hand corner.
Okay.
Yeah, I
The
put a
giant
circle.
hole
I put a circle on it. Yeah.
Can we jump right on down now?
It should, y'all's tokens should still be unlocked, aren't they?
Okay, I'm just asking because
Yeah,
I don't
no,
want
that's
to
fine.
bully
You have,
the
no, y'all have fairly cleared out most of this area, and you have seen or not seen most of the cultists at all. But yeah, you're gonna come to. All right, let me get rid of this. All right.
I went to the wrong circle.
Lost to Morthos. Oh, there he is. Oh, whoops.
I think Jeff is moving him.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Oh,
Oh man. Okay.
Oh, my dice
Yep.
are the wrong color. I need to fix that.
Yep. You've got a dark shaft here, and wind howls, blows up and down the shaft. Chaotic gusts, you'll notice, go back and forth.
Would I have any difficulty flying in there as a giant eagle, size-wise?
You're gonna have an issue. Yeah. Just because of the size of it, really getting any type of the eagle's going to be a factor because he's not really got room to maneuver. Because he's got and you will notice that there are gusts that are sporadic. They are and actually I'm saying they're chaotic. Sorry, that blast both up and down. Now they're not too tough, but I don't know if with being a giant eagle, if you've got the ability, it's a maneuvering deal because it is just a shaft.
Why do you have to be a giant eagle? Why don't you go and turn into an eagle?
Now,
Or a hawk or an owl?
you will notice that the walls are fairly rough, and that you've got maneuvering room to climb down.
Oh, well,
A spider could go right
spider,
down.
that sucker.
Okay.
Make me a big old spider.
Well, I know that you are. That's fine. You can still just use your token, and
And if I have to fight anything, we can do it that
No,
way.
the gust, y'all are, hold your hand over there, feathers, stuff would float up and down, but it's not something that is buffeting you very rough,
Right. No, I was just saying, like, in case I came across a critter or something, we can
Mhm.
just drop the character sheet or whatever.
No, you're fine. Right? You'll know that once you get in.
So yeah, I'm gonna turn into a big old spider and start climbing down that hole.
Okay. All right. Well,
Spiders
no.
like holes.
Yep. You are with spider climb and don't have the issue of having to worry about it. You will find that you are able to make your way down, and you get down about 80 feet, going straight down, and then it begins to taper. There's a small, begins to taper and move, leveling out to a tunnel system, and you will see.
So it's like it's a slope.
Yeah,
Into a
it slowly
curve?
starts to taper. Yep.
Like
After
like a
80
curve.
feet. Yeah. And you're noticing that now wind is howling, being pulled up as you're getting down toward the bottom, and is being sucked up, through the shaft a good bit, and but then it gets pushed back down. But you know, it's just kind of interesting how it howls. There's definitely, you know, it's a, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, a wind shaft, the way it pulls and pushes and all that. You know,
Tempestuous.
yeah, it's like that. But you know, like you've got a window open in one side of your house, and you got another one on the other side, and the door's always shut and closed. You know, just the way that wind gets pulled back and forth a lot. And
So it's how many feet down?
at 80 feet, he gets down, and then he gets a small tapering, and then he will see this. Come on, unlock the map there, Duff. And I will send this to everybody. Well, I was. Okay, Fantasy Grounds. There. Quit. And boom. You will begin to see.
Oh, it went away. Oh, there it is.
Yep. And it begins to widen out. It's a subterranean wind blows north up at the tunnel. And just ever so slightly in the distance coming through that wind, you hear distant screams.
Oh boy.
Is it the wind?
Nice.
Or is it someone's voice? But
All right.
you would end up being
All right.
Very-
So I.
and you don't see anything either moving around.
Okay. So spiders have dark vision. So
You see a little bit more, but the tunnel looks fairly empty to you.
all right. So I'm going to scuttle my butt back up to the top, and without, because I don't need to, because we established before I can silent speech with people. So I'm going to let them know that they need to tie a couple of ropes together. And I want to know, because this is me trying to be creative and trying to role play a little bit here, but could I use like not like a full web, but like some little of webbing to kind of piton the rope to the
Sure.
side
Sure.
of the wall, so that makes it more stable for them to climb down?
Sure.
Morthos has some more pitons.
Yeah.
Pitons.
It's pitons.
Pods.
Mhm.
Yes.
Actually, Free Walker has some also, but there probably could be many now.
But that and the fact that like you guys have to get down there to hammer them in, where I can just spider climb the rope down there, and
Oh, you mean
He's
along the way?
He's securing it in a few spots, so it's not flying around in the wind. I'm assuming is what he's saying.
yeah, to make
Yeah.
it safer for
I get
everybody
it
to
now.
climb down.
Yeah, easily done.
Cool.
All right, hey, I'll be right back in like 2 minutes.
Okay, well, we'll
So I
just
guess we're going on the way
Yeah, I'm
down.
gonna say then Donovan makes his way down in spider form, and y'all begin to make your way
Making a
down.
rope.
I'm just making sure everybody's gonna do that, and let's just pull him off, and let's grab our deals here, and don't need my dog barking. Shut up, doggy. Niblet. All right, and
Actually, Bart will just use his spider climb, and he'll walk down.
okay, y'all make it down to the bottom of this passageway. Yep, it tapers off and ends right there, and it's definitely of this wind, like I said, being sucked up from the south, shot up, in a fairly good gust, and just like I said, in the distance, there's a scream, and you're not sure if it is the wind or something else. Dun dun dun.
So Danovan's going to creep on the top of this tunnel, because I'm assuming it makes like a circular tunnel that I can be on the ceiling.
It did until out here, then it becomes a normal cavern area.
Well, there's this ceiling to that cavern, isn't there?
Yes. Oh, yeah, certainly. And it's
high up is
most ceiling caverns are 30 feet high. Oh, passage ceiling range from 10 to 15. So in the normal kind of in this area, in the 10 to 15 foot across, it's only about 10 high. When you get a little bit bigger areas, it'll branch up to 15.
All right. So just
Careful, Murph.
just for my game knowledge stuff. What would I make like an acrobatic? Would I like have to make an acrobatics check or something to drop off the ceiling and snap attack on somebody on their head?
But you're a large spider, right? So
right.
You're
So I'm
going
thinking
to
like
be,
I would.
You're going to take up a good bit of so can you jump? It's just a simple attack then for you, just to jump. I mean, spiders have got what, bite and web.
Yeah.
So, but unless they're far from you, you're going to be able to bite them upside down, because you're only talking a 10 to 15 foot ceiling, and a normal medium creature is going to be 5 to 8 feet tall, somewhere in there, and so your attack.
So I could just theoretically stealth along the top and just bite them from above.
If you can do some stealthing. You're just knowing that you can tell that you can fairly be seen. There's not any light down here either. It is dark as
so like
moonless night.
Well,
part of it.
If only Free Walker was smart enough to keep his light on.
Yes, and it's all mini. He's a lightning bug.
Bart has light cantrip, and he will light us up.
All right, so
Bart.
there would go your
Yeah,
sneaking then, yeah.
Yeah,
Just so
I was
you
gonna
know.
see if you guys would let me like stealth around and check it out before.
well, you don't have to stick around by us.
Well,
With
yeah,
the
I
light.
mean,
You
yeah,
can
you
lead
could
the
be.
way.
Yeah, exactly, because you can see.
So I'm gonna stay on the ceiling because most creatures don't look
Okay.
up. So I'm gonna stay crawling on the ceiling just as a general stasis.
That
Okay, well,
works.
and that works in the bigger rooms, in the caverns and all that. You're gonna be staring eye to eye, basically, because you're
Well, I
large.
mean,
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's gonna be happening in the cavern and on the floor too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said this, but when Bart cast light, he cast it on Donovan.
Oh no!
That was a joke. That was a joke.
It was
Now we
pretty
have a
quiet.
shiny spider.
Doesn't have to. Wouldn't I have to be willing?
That's why I said it was a
He
joke.
was joking. He was joking.
Well, Merphisia doesn't care. She has 60-foot dark vision, and she wants to see what's down that tunnel.
Tanya can't see a thing.
And as it
She's-
opens up more, Danovan's gonna be up on the ceiling and trying to stealth along. Do I need to roll a stealth check?
she'll appreciate the light cantrip.
Right now, yeah, roll one in the tower for me for right now, because you are trying to be stealthy.
And just as the Danovan has the same stealth.
Oh, I'm just letting you roll your
spider.
stealth. That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Just it's the same.
I got you. Okay. Yep. Donovan just scurries around, and he goes off upside down along the ceiling. The rest of the group, and he
So where did
basically
Bart
see.
do the light cantrip?
He cast. I don't know. What did he cast it on? Free.
A rock.
There you go.
Oh, well, is Free Walker's weapon still glowing too?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's
it probably would have been because it was dark upstairs too.
yeah,
So
but it's just
it
been
stays
flooded.
on until you command it to turn off.
But it looks like a lightning bug right now.
No, he's not that small.
He's only half size.
he's
He would be
only-
small size. You just go down one side.
He's like Murph
It was
Just trying to
size.
have some fun. No.
He's like Murph size.
Hey.
Hey, you're small. Free Walker's like 8 feet, so now he's like 4 feet.
Are Bart and Morthos and
Yeah,
coming?
they're coming. Well, Morthos is coming. Probably poking fun at Free Walker.
I did not put myself in the middle of this. I moved into a square. Why is it moving me?
Mm-hmm.
Salud.
Leave me there. I should be able to see farther now.
Danovan will continue to scurry along the ceiling, hiding from the view of his enemies
He's
with
got
his
10
amazing dark vision.
a 15-foot
I think-
cavern, and people are like going, look at the spiders in the ceiling. He's awful big.
It's dark; they can't see me,
That's assuming the
Or
things
you
we come
can't see
across here
them.
have dark vision.
and I'm blending. I'm stealthing. I'm blending.
show him how well this roll was.
Just so you know, the light cantrip that Bart has is 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Well, that was for Dan, not for you.
Yeah.
That's why Donovan is staying in front of everything.
We're only like 30 feet away, so you're in the dim light. You want to be outside of it and away from the benefit. You're going to have to go in the head.
All right. So, Donovan, you come up to a certain area, and Merfizia runs along. And she yells, "What do you see, Donovan?" And
I did not. Don't put words in my mouth. I did not say that.
all right, you see a T section off, and you'll hear. Actually, you'll see it since you've got dark vision. There's a chasm. There's a little opening right here that you'll kind of see, and there is definitely a deep chasm in front of you, which looks like it goes fairly well deep down, and you kind of see fog is kind of blocking the view, and you hear basically what is thunder from that area, and you'll see the cloud light up with lightning, and you'll hear the thunder roar, and then there's wind blowing there like a hurricane, and yeah, it's like a mini storm is over the top of this little chasm. And then off to your right, you see the tunnel go off onwards. But that's what you hear and see.
So there's a whole lot of howling going on.
A whole lot of howling storm going on in this little chasm, sorry. That you kind of see that fills the whole top of this area. You can kind of see, but you can't see through it, and on the other side.
Well, we know what's up north because of the howling, and we see the chasm. Should we maybe go down south and see what's down there? Or I can just try and look down that way. Because I've got 60 feet of dark vision.
You had.
What are you talking about I had?
I don't know.
Wait, hold on. That movement was wrong. Where's that storm at?
Where you see the fog, you see the cloud. Right over.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, right there. Alright. Alrighty. Merfizia, we'll see.
Donovan, so the cavern opens up and is a little taller here.
It'll open up to 20 feet in this area.
All right, so I'm still on the ceiling, so I'm clambering along, trying to stay ahead of the bright light.
Okay, well, the bright light finds y'all while you're looking, and Merfizia, y'all look down, and you see, Donovan, basically in horror, sees giant spiders are seized in death among dead cave lizards, giant bats. You see a carrion crawler and a female drow decked in fine chainmail with a ruby pommeled knives at her hips. And what you can see, though, is that there's no injuries are apparent, but the smell of death is fainter than one would expect. At the back of the cave, within 10 feet of where the drow's at, a breeze whistles through 3 tiny fissures in the rock.
Let's see. I want to do a check to see if I can tell what it was that killed them. Would medicine work?
You can try. You would have to go get near them, though. From where you were at, you can't tell. And like I said, what you can see for what already just looking at them, there's no blood anywhere. There's no injuries to the bodies. They are just there.
Where is the lady with the...
She is, all right, at the back of the cave within 10 feet of the drow, right here. So she's going to be 10 feet from the wall. So we're going to put her roughly here.
Merfizia very much wants...
Bart's going to move up beside Murph and cast Mage Hand and try to see if he can drag that body closer to us.
He tries to pull it, but there is wind pulling back toward the wall. Even though there's a breeze, you can hear it whistling.
The wind is pushing south of us there?
It's pushing and pulling.
It's too bad we can't send Pin in there.
I don't think he'd want to go in there if the wind is so strong.
And her stuff looks like, and her armor looks like it is in pristine condition.
That doesn't look right.
That's a trap.
Hey, Anya, when you move you and Free, move Penny too, because he's staying right beside Free.
Okay. He's not going to live up to his namesake. Is that what you're saying there, Free? All right.
No, it's just his
there's plenty of
is a
pincushions.
blue idiot, and he's concerned.
Yeah, and you see all these bodies, and they're they're in somewhat state of decay, and you would think, like I said, that this room would be really stinky with death, but you barely can smell it.
So can we tell that the wind is blowing? What direction?
But I'm just letting you know that there's winds being pulled where y'all are at toward the room, but then what's interesting is that you hear from the back of the room there are three little fissures. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't really see them here. Let me open this up because you can kind of see the cracks. See these three little cracks in the wall, and you can hear what sounds like wind being pulled out of them.
So Bart will take his rock with the light on it, and he will throw it back there to the back of the cavern there.
Just rolls it right on, tick tick tick, hits off of her, ricochets off a wall, hits a couple of the beasts, and lands back there, and lights up the area fairly well. And you can see all the creatures now sitting there.
What kind of creatures besides the drow?
There are some giant spiders. There are some cave lizards. There are some giant bats on the ground. There is even a carrion crawler that is dead back there. And then right there where that circle is about to, well, actually I'm going to put her, let's put her back one more because it says 10 feet. Well, there.
I don't like the fact that each dead people is dead.
Yeah. I don't like the looks of that.
And you said there's no signs of violence on them?
Mm-mm.
Which
None
makes it
whatsoever.
even more sketchy to me.
Can Morthos see anything that away? Towards the cloud?
No, you can't see through it. Totally obscured on the other side.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
Because the Discord's telling me that you guys can't, so.
Alright, so the cloud is blocking things, and Morthos will probably go around the corner.
Tumultuous clouds. It's broiling, like a true thunderhead, and there's lightning strikes out of it. It lights up, but you don't see lightning. But it definitely lights up like lightning. And you hear thunder then, and then you hear wind. Whoosh,
All right, Duff. So I'm going to move, or I'm going to put myself in the middle of a square so I can do real measurements. Or I tried to put myself in the middle of a square, it won't let me. Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to stay like on the wall and move over here and see if I can get a better view of
you could see he threw the stone back there with the light.
To do a check to see if I can tell how they died.
I'm letting you know, you can't tell. There are no injuries on their bodies.
Your Fizzy is getting very antsy and wants to run in there.
Even though they're definitely withered, they have. What now? Do we?
Bart says, "Hey Murph, go check it out."
Murph.
Okay.
Oh no. Yeah.
Did we
hello.
lose
We can
Dan?
hear you.
Dan?
We can hear you.
He hopped out. Hold on, he's coming back in. Yeah, there. You hear us now? Dan? Y'all hear me?
Hello. Yes.
I hear you.
Kind of.
Okay. Can't hear.
But I was having audio issues too. I had to reset
wonderful.
my voice settings.
I've had a couple of times where I had to actually go into my settings and change which speakers and microphone I was using because the settings changed randomly.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You give him a second.
Yeah, Discord's
he's
being
typing
Discord.
something. Lovely. And he's typing. Okay, so why I couldn't hear you, but now it won't recount. Wonderful. He's having. Yep. Okay. Yeah, he's fine. He'll figure it out.
Murphy has got to
Wait, no, there
do.
we go.
Oh,
There you
I
are.
can hear you.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear you now. Yeah.
So, I did
Like
not hear the answer to my question.
The answer is that from where you are at, there are no injuries on their bodies, and they're just withered corpses, rotting
Murph's gonna go
away.
check it out.
I know you want me to die. That's fine.
No, what I really want you to do is to go down there and loot those bodies and come back and share.
Well, that's what I want to do because she's. You know what? Fine. She's just gonna dash in there.
Whoa,
Go to
whoa,
have
whoa.
She's getting too. She's
I can't-
impatient.
Okay, Danovan, I'm gonna say a reaction. All right, I'm gonna react to her charging in. Danovan is gonna get ready to web her with his giant spider butt and get her back if he has to. If he sees that like she starts struggling or is choking and can't breathe,
All right.
because
Well,
Okay, fine.
I have a feeling
So,
that there's.
so you
something
web
to
me
do
as
with
I go
that.
by, but you leave enough slack in it that I can move freely, but enough that you're gonna also be able to pull me back. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
all right. All right. You get there. I need a con saving throw.
Yes, I'm glad you did that, not me.
Oh my
Con saving
gosh.
Con saving throw, please. All right. You are right when you stepped over the line into that room. You felt as though the air was just sucked out of your lungs and is being pulled toward the back of the cave, and you are fighting it off. It is hard to breathe, but you are okay right now. You can continue to run forward if you want.
Mm,
So, Duff, before we go any further, are you cool with the fact that I have her tethered, and if she seems like she can't breathe, I'm jerking her back?
Well, just right now she can breathe, but she's going to have to be able to warn. You can't tell that you've got your back turned to her right now. So yeah, I have no problem. I
But I can
understand that you've
pull- I
got a
can
web.
pull
You know,
on.
it'd be no
Well,
different
I
from
can-
putting a rope on her. No different. Okay. Yeah.
And I
So-
can,
I
use
can
silent
yank on
speech
it.
too.
I can
Yeah.
yank on it.
But that's
I'm
but
gonna
there-
take
she's
And because
finding
of the
out that she crossed a line and something happened as soon as she did.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna walk back out past that line. I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna hold my breath, still having him attached with the.
Put yourself in a square.
I tried, it wouldn't let me. I'm gonna take a deep breath.
Squares are a matter of perspective, man.
Right. I'm gonna take a
Mhm.
deep breath, hold my breath, him still having me attached, and I'm gonna run in to the body and I'm gonna check for the body for anything.
You run.
But I'm holding my breath.
Oh, that's fine. No, that's fine. You begin to see that she's got, she's got some pretty nice suit of elven chain on her. She's got some daggers that have got some ruby pommels on them, and she's got something that looks if you're going to filter the pot, it looks like she's got something in one of her pockets. And it's going
Okay.
to, you're going to take a little time to undress her to get
No,
it
no,
off. Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna tie a rope around her underneath her arms, and I'm gonna hold onto the rope, and I'm gonna yank on the, I don't know, the Danovan rope to signal him to pull me back, and I'm gonna be holding onto the rope as I drag her out of
I
there.
have silent speech. You can talk to me telepathically.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna silently tell you to pull me out of there. I've got a rope tied around her,
Yep.
so I can pull her with me.
Okay.
Dan, doesn't silent speech allow you to talk to her? Does
Yeah,
that allow you to lead her
Well, either
mind
way, I
also?
signal him either through that or I
That's
pull
fine.
on the Danovan rope.
That's fine. We're doing the same long lines y'all did in the plunging tort with your movable rod and the ropes and all that. Y'all made a science out of this little deal. And so, she runs up there and ties it on to the Dro, and then pulls as she reaches back. She's starting to turn a little blue, and she gives Danon the signal to start pulling back the web, and she starts being pulled back. When how much rope did you tie? How much is there slack?
I did not have any slack on that, other
Okay, so
than
I need
maybe
a-
five feet.
I need a strength check from
Well,
you.
no, I didn't. Let me finish. I didn't leave any slack out, but
No, that's
as
fine. I'm just saying he's going to pull you, and now you've got a drow that's fairly well armored and fairly well bigger than you.
Okay,
and
but-
I want to know if you're able to hold on to her. The
Okay,
rope.
but what I was trying to say is I didn't leave any slack on it, but as I get pulled back, because it's a 50-foot rope that I have on my pack, I'm gonna let the slack out as we go back, so that then we can all pull it together when we get back there.
You notice how she worked that when I told her what was going on?
No, that's what I was trying to say before she cut me off.
She was trying to stop you, though. You got to give her that. And besides, even if she didn't, I was going to say that the web should give her at least a +2 or advantage to try to pull her back.
You could say that, but it wouldn't though, because it's got to be attached to it. So, but she can let go of the rope, because it is a 50-foot rope. That is definitely
Right.
legit. Okay,
And that's not
pull her
nearly
back.
50 foot.
Yeah, exactly. So you pull her back, and now you've got a rope attached to the drow,
I take a deep breath.
and you pull.
Yeah, come help.
Okay. No, it's fine.
Good job, Murphy.
Yeah, and you can pull the drow.
Are you looting some dead woman's body over there?
Pretty much.
We're trying to figure out what happened to the dead body, but it wouldn't hurt if we at the same time got
No,
something.
you're gonna find she's got some elven chainmail on, 2 fine daggers, and a scroll of some sort.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna put that all, but no coins on it, just the chainmail. Let me see, that is that's identified. You already know what it is. 2 daggers.
Well, Bart is wearing elven chain already.
Yeah. These daggers are very nice. They've got some rubies on them. They just seem to be simple drow daggers. Okay? But they were definitely worth something. And then
Probably 1,000 gold each.
they're there. Yeah. And there's the I don't even worry about identifying. There's the a scroll of primordial ward. I don't know why it didn't identify. Well, that's really strange. Normally it would I thought I had non-identify turned on. Normally when you bring that over, it shouldn't identify it off the bat. What happened here? But I don't care. That's
a druid spell there, Dan.
Is it?
Maybe
I'm
it is.
sending
Maybe.
Morthos up there.
There's no maybe about it.
Morthos is sneaking off to check out around the corner.
Hold on. I want to make sure. Why did that show? I can't see the damn thing. Show whisper, show roll, show character, show dice tower, show order, show effects, auto facing, auto crit roll. They moved it.
Who moved what?
You used to, in the options, to show identify, you could turn it on and off, so it's a setting, and I'll be damned if it's not in the...
It probably changed because of the opportunity to do the whole thing with the monsters.
Yeah, but you should be, it doesn't matter. I'll look at it later, but there used to be a setting that you had. Okay, so Bart came down, and now Morthos is...
I can't open that.
He's sneaking up and around the corner, as Morthos does.
Hey, Duff, didn't you say that there was a potion on her, though?
No, scroll.
No, but when I first went down there, you said you saw a little jug of some kind.
No, you said something in her pocket, and that was the scroll.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nope.
Morthos running away.
Yeah, Morthos is moving up. He's just seeing more cavern, wind, and he's also noticing that it's getting cooler. The air becomes cool as he moves that way.
All right.
My fantasy grounds is acting funny. Give me 1 second. Because I'm okay.
Well, those guys are looting a corpse, and Morthos is running off, and Tanya's babysitting. So she's going to
I'm running away too.
Hey, I'll be
And
right
I'm
back in
bored.
a second. I gotta get a sippy cup.
Okay.
Okay.
She'll
didn't-
go after Morthos this way.
Not too near the edge of the cliff.
That's a cloud, I thought.
That was a drop off.
Or is it a whole
It is.
cliff?
It's a chasm. There's definitely, it's deep.
Okay, but we can't see.
There's a storm.
right?
Yeah, there's a storm right in the middle of it, filling it all up. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go with you because I'm bored of looting the body because I didn't get anything out of it. So.
All right. Well, then everybody seems to be coming back this way after they did all that. Well, I wonder if it actually goes through somewhere.
It's a deep chasm. You can tell it's a steep drop off. So.
No, not down, across.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh,
Okay.
it probably does, but I don't want to try crossing something that has a storm and wind and a deep drop off.
No, Tanya wants to take out a crossbow and attach her
Oh.
rope to it and shoot across to see if it actually lands somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what did I miss?
She's just looking across where the cloud is and where it's all obscured. She wants to know if it actually, like, if it's just a solid wall like illusion, or if there's something across. She's shooting a crossbow
Well, you
basically with the rope
feel
attached.
wind coming out of the area. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, but this is a crazy magical place. You don't know.
So you could try to. Yep, if you want to do that, go right ahead.
Let's see. She will attach the 50-foot rope to her bolt and shoot across. You want me to just roll to see if it actually lands somewhere?
You're going to shoot it across, and it gets about halfway, and then the bolt is driven straight down.
Hey,
Okay.
Duff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having problems with Fantasy Grounds. I'm trying to look at that scroll that's in the party inventory, the Primordial Ward, but it won't let me open the actual spell. I can't find it anywhere.
Spell is
Well, let me open it.
sixth level abjuration spell, and it's a wizard spell. Free.
Yeah, okay. I didn't.
It's not
think that was
it's not a druid spell.
Druid spell.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Tanya's taking her
That'd be why.
bolt and rope back.
Yeah,
She's gonna keep
it goes
going
about
along.
halfway. It was going across, and all of a sudden you went whoosh, and it went straight down.
Okie
And you
dokie.
got a tingle for a brief moment. Some lightning struck, and zzz, you were trying to do a little, Benjamin Franklin
Had a
there.
Benjamin
Yeah,
Franklin.
pretty much.
Right. Well, we're caught up to Morthos. Morthos is
Yep.
doing his thing.
And he tells you, like I said, that he's moving up and the wind's moving through here, but it's actually there is
getting
beginning to be
chilly.
a small drop in the temperature. Yes.
Getting colder. Will Pin be okay?
I continue to climb along the ceiling.
How long does that spell last to, Donovan? Or is it you could just
What,
keep?
wild shape?
Yeah. Or is it
It's
forever?
4 hours.
Okay, you're fine. Okay. All right.
Yeah, 4 hours, and then when it's over, I can just
Just do it
burn my
again.
other charge,
Yep.
and I don't change,
That's fine. Yep. All right.
Alright.
and I get it back with a short rest.
Yep. Y'all are moving along, and you see Cavern, it kind of wise out, and Donovan, you're noticing, blast of cold air is coming directly from the north, and then you see what looks to be the cavern just why it seems to go.
So I was reading something, Duff, and I want to make sure that I have this right. For wild shape, it says that I gain, or whatever proficiencies that I have, I retain,
Mm-hmm.
and I also gain the proficiencies of whatever creature I turn into.
Okay.
So if a spider has a stealth +7, and I naturally have a stealth +7 through my proficiencies,
It's not it doesn't
So I mean-
stack. It doesn't stack. Yeah.
but it says
You
I get both.
it-
Do I get an extra proficiency?
No,
It doesn't
you
mean like +2
no,
+7.
no. It's not like you would say
double
if you got an advantage for something and then the spider got an advantage for something, they don't stack. So it's even. You basically get one. If one was just slightly off, you get the better of the two. If not, then it's a tie, and you get the one. So.
In addition to gaining those of the creature, if both you and the creature have the same proficiency, use only the higher bonus. Okay.
Yeah, see.
Gotcha.
Good try there, Dan.
Yeah, he's trying. He's
I
working.
misread it. My
No,
bad.
you did. Yeah, it was interpretation of it. You didn't misread it. It was trying to see if you could stack it. That was legit. But most of this stuff never. I don't think I've ever seen that. They've made it pretty standard across the board. Most don't stack. Now Brian may want to tell me I'm off on something like that, but
There's more
No,
than
most things don't
anything.
stack.
Oh, that's cool. Transforming doesn't break your concentration on a spell you've already cast.
I should be able to see farther down that hall.
You should.
There's nothing around
Oh,
the corner.
snap. Ooh, that's
Alright.
cool.
you begin to see a cave. It opens up into a cave, and you see a path kind of branches off, and then it looks like there is ice frozen in the center, and it is definitely cold. There ice kind of glitters, crystals glittering on the floor and on the walls as you're looking into there. And there actually, you can see some gust of snow and wind is moving in there as though there's a slight blizzard up ahead. And
Nope.
you are already at freezing point where you are at.
Nope, I'm gonna run over here with Morthos around the corner.
There's,
So
there's
there's a
nothing
chilly-
there.
I don't care. I'm away from the blast.
Chilly
Yeah.
air hitting us
It's
here.
definitely you're already seeing stuff frozen. Your breath is there. Your perspiration starting to freeze. You're right at the edge of freezing
Yeah. Well,
already.
Danovan's gonna forge ahead stealthily.
All right.
let's
One
get out of
second.
the cold blast, I guess.
Freewalker is mountain born, so he's actually naturally adapted to the cold climates. Too bad he can't use that right now.
All right.
Keep a watch of Danovan.
Danovan's the real deal.
Danovan, I need a con check when you go in there. You have wandered right into a true harrowing drop of temperature when you rush
Check
into
or
there.
save?
Set con save. Sorry. Yeah, you're already hit with a level of exhaustion when you went in there. It's so cold.
There's nothing I can do to re-roll that. Exhaustion sucks.
It is so cold. You dropped 20 degrees below freezing.
Hey,
In there.
You're still a big spider, aren't you?
yeah, I am a big spider.
Yeah, and you're having hard. Yeah, you're definitely climbing, but you're finding that the ice is all along these walls, and it's becoming slippery. And there's snow now in your way, but you will see. You can see more into the room, though. I'll give you that. Now, I'm trying to see. Who the hell is texting me? No.
It's me, I'm sorry.
No. Yep. You see in the room, and there's this frozen lake before you.
It's like, what do you see, Danovan?
And it's
All right.
you understand and know that the longer you stay in the room, the more the cold will take effect on you. He comes back out. Yeah, spider.
Chilly spider.
Yeah.
Aw.
You see frost on every single hand,
Oh,
on
yeah,
every
yeah.
single leg of the
Exactly.
spider.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Art says, hey, Dan, why don't you go climb down that ravine and see if there's anything down there?
Ravine.
Yeah,
That ravine
underneath
that we
that
passed.
storm over there.
That just blew my arrow straight down.
He's a spider. He can climb down the side.
Yeah,
But it's wet.
I'm super tired, and I'm not real sure how to get rid of exhaustion.
You need to take a long rest.
Yeah, you have to take a long rest.
yeah.
Or
So-
someone can remove lesser restoration can take care of it too, can it, Brian? I think.
It's greater.
Oh, greater for exhaustion? Oh, I thought it was lesser. Wow, okay.
I think
Well, I mean,
Roster's just like frightened and poisoned. And
Okay.
I think if Duff says a lesser restoration will do it, a lesser restoration will do it.
perfect. Oh.
You're right. I don't know what I'm talking about. It is a less restricted.
See, Brian, he's got it. He realized that he must have made a mistake there.
Oh, it's greater. He's right.
No,
One should
it's
never
a lesser.
contradict Free.
Oh.
It
It's
is
lesser.
a.
It's
It's,
a lesser.
and unfortunately, it is a greater restoration. Which
Well-
Free can't know that because unfortunately he's a bumbling idiot right now.
Yeah.
Well, that was not
I
too
say
long.
that with compassion, though. Free.
Well, if we can't go up there without freezing, and I don't want to freeze for a second time. Maybe we should look into what's up with this cloud section.
What does one level of exhaustion do? I don't even remember. And is it on the spider or is it on
Isn't
me?
it disadvantage?
It's on you. On you. Well, it would roll to you. You get, you've got disadvantages on checks and saves, and I think that's it right now.
Yeah, everything should be automatic with FG.
It is, though, yeah. It will. I've already put the effect on you.
So yeah, I guess I'll climb along the walls to get around over there and see what's going on. See if I can make it through the storm to some degree.
Disadvantage on ability checks. That's all it is. All right, so you're going to, you can tell it definitely goes down and that there are some sides there. You're going to try to climb along the sides into the storm.
Do you want to lend me some webbing just in case you lose your footing?
I don't know that spider climb can actually lose footing, can it?
Well, that's a strong storming
You're about
cloud.
to find out.
So I don't trust that. I don't trust that. A wet spider falls down really easily.
And actually, I have a question before we go this route. I just realized I have the ability to talk to small beasts. Wouldn't that give me the ability to talk to Pincushion?
You could.
Yeah, it's same thing with Danimid somewhat, but he's a familiar for free.
Hey,
Question
Doug,
is-
But couldn't.
drop me the character sheet for the giant spider. Just
Yeah, I'd be more than glad to.
But couldn't I try asking him to go
You can
across
ask,
and check it out?
But yeah, he doesn't. Yes, you can ask him. There's definitely the DM doesn't say no.
Okay, so I can do that and do a persuasion check on him.
You
I
can
think it was
try.
valid.
Here, I'm trying to
Probably
hold
have
on.
to roll
I'm
pretty
doing it
good. But it was pretty good.
All right, what am I giving you? Giant spider, right? Sorry.
Yep.
And bam.
Boom. Thank you, sir.
I like that little feature. I'm glad it came out. All right. Okay, so I'm trying to Google this and what the hell I'm getting everything else, but I need to know about. So you're trying to talk to Pincushion.
Hmm?
How?
Speak with small beasts. It's one of my traits that I have because I love animals and I can speak to small animals and try and communicate simple ideas such as, please, would you mind flying across that and seeing what is on the other side? And so I try and persuade him to do so, and I rolled persuasion.
Let me see here.
Little old pincushion.
So Spider's got blind sight and dark vision 60 foot. How much can I see into this storm?
You can't. You can't see through it at all. Blind sight just lets you detect movement in darkness and all that, so that it's like not sonar, but you can feel vibrations and you can see movement in front of you. But this is a true thunderstorm, hurricane type energy field in front of you that is just blowing thunder, lightning, boom, boom, boom. Free sent you a whisper.
He did?
I sent Free a
You
whisper.
sent for your whisper.
Oh.
And you see it down, and and yeah, you can see. Definitely the walls are rough that you can see. Same type of rough structure as the shaft that you came down. So it looks like it's definitely climbable, but you definitely know that from what you can tell that as soon as you move into the area, you are in the storm. You step off the ledge, you step off the wall.
So can I put myself in that spot that I've got moved to? That actual.
As soon as you move into that area, you're in the storm.
Okay.
That's what I'm just letting you know. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So then let me move.
I'll put you back for a second. You can discern now. While you're
I was just
determining
trying to make myself squared away. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Get it squared away.
Moving on. Yes.
Oh, come on, Duff.
I know.
It's a good pun. It's a good pun.
It's. I don't need to you or dog get dog going on it. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Will Pincushion respond
Dog
to
was a good pun.
that? One second.
I'm wondering if it would be best to try to climb up and around the ceiling, or if it'd be better to go to the floor.
1 second, I'm thinking something up here.
I think it'd be best to go to the ceiling, because generally lightning is not going to strike upward, and winds are going to blow horizontally.
3. Pincushion you're chatting with him, Merphisia, and you see he's clinging on Freewalker there with Lavinia and all that, and you see him. He's got these lovely eyes that are opened up, but they keep staring at his master, and he looks back at you and he hoots a little bit, and he shivers, and you. In your abilities and all that, he is concerned about his master and is not willing to go anywhere.
Okay. Understanding that that's his concern, I very gently point out to him that his master is being protected by the wonderfully strong and capable Puritania, and that he is not going anywhere. And
Pincushion tells you, he lets you know he has this nickname for a reason, and at the moment, even I will not acquiesce to go so low as to put Pincushion in harm's way.
Fine, then Puritania may consider turning herself into a giant eagle to fly across it.
There you go. All right.
Such a bad idea.
I may consider it. She hasn't decided.
Yep. One time, like I said, it's already. Puritania's fired a bolt, and as soon as it got halfway across and really deep into the cloud, it shot straight down, and she felt tingle-dinglies from a lightning bolt as it struck through the area.
Or I could cast Dimension Door 500 feet in front of me.
Hopefully you won't come out into the far wall.
Yeah!
Or 100 feet in front of me, or...
You have no idea what's on the other side of that wall.
Oh,
well, I don't have to actually step through it. I can just actually look through it, but I don't know if that would be a good idea, so...
Can we see down the edge of the ravine down to the floor?
Somewhat. I'll give you about 10 feet, and then fog obscures.
What if Bart drops his rock down the cliff? Can we see how far down it goes?
Sorry, someone yelled. Say that again. Free.
Okay, now Bart will drop his light rock.
He made another one.
Drop his light rock over the ravine, and can we see how far down it is?
So he makes another one, basically what you're saying, because he had thrown the other one away, right? Okay. He drops it down, and it goes. Make me a perception check for Bart, please. Let's see if he can kind of determine, because you'll hear it clack for a little bit, but then the storm takes away. He can't tell, because then it goes. the fog goes out of the way. I mean, basically sucks up the light, but it goes down. he definitely gets 10 more feet out of the rock bouncing around before the light goes out and the storm obscures anything farther down.
Do we know if there's another opening, maybe?
He'll cast it again.
Down on the right, that's fine. Yeah.
All right, Duff.
Do we know if there's another opening to this section? Like, since, I mean, I know as a player I have no... No, I mean in another area that we've explored in the past. Because I know I haven't been, half of us haven't been through this whole thing. So have we actually seen another entranceway that might lead through to this area in the past?
You, so far with y'all's experiences, you have discovered that this extra elemental area has been one way in, one way out.
Okay.
Because you've explored 2 already. You've explored 2, and you've only found one way in and one way out of them. Okay.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I think I'm gonna have to plug my headset up in a second. All right, so Donovan is going to basically walk that corner between the wall and the ceiling.
Oh,
you're gonna get on the wall and you're gonna walk right into the storm.
But before he does that, he's gonna anchor some webbing to a pretty good little web anchor in that little corner right there before the ledge drops off, right 5 foot above where he's at right now. So that if he needs something to pull himself back up, he can pull it back up.
All right, I need to see something here. You are in the middle of your wild shape. Let me see this. I want to know.
Ignore the box.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to see what impedes this. I'm just trying to make sure because he's going into a storm. Is there anything? What's there? It's not like concentration. So the question is, I guess the only thing is whether you choosing to revert back out of it, or you revert back to normal form after you drop to 0 hit points, right? Or you fall unconscious. You automatically revert to your normal form if you fall unconscious, drop to 0, or die.
Okay.
You can revert to your normal form earlier by a bonus action on your turn. Okay. Yeah, so it's not like a concentration. You can keep it. You can go. You're basically battling the storm as you jump in there. That's all. That's all I want to know. I'm just trying to make sure I read that right.
Yeah, it's not a spell.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just trying to think. Was there any other things? It's not like if you were to go into dispel magical area, would that revert it? And
no,
I don't think it does.
I think we even looked at that ruling last week.
Because you magically assume the form of a beast. So when it says magic there, I'm like going, well, dispel magic might actually make that pop. And
spell magic specifically says it dispels a spell. Now, if you had like an anti-magic cloud that kills everything, they would probably do it.
There you go. Okay, so something there is, that's not, okay, we're not facing that. Okay. All right, so what Merfizzy, while Danovan's prepping his webbing maneuver, what do you want to do?
I'm up here. 1 square above where you had me.
Oh.
I have a question about how a particular thing may work. Thunderwave says that in addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spell's effect. Would that mean that 10 feet away from the cube? Because the cube is a 15-foot cube originating from me. So would it be 10 foot outside the area or just 10 foot from me?
10 foot from wherever it's at.
Okay, so would that have enough, since it's not necessarily on a
You're trying to push the storm away, you mean?
Yeah.
No, that won't. Yeah,
you're trying to create a concussive blast.
Yeah, you're trying to create a blast. Yeah, and you're basically fighting a hurricane with a
thunderbolt.
Fan. Yeah. With a
it's because I don't have gust of wind or anything like that, so I'm trying to think of a.
You would have probably even on that, looking at with a gust of wind, like your fan, you would be fighting something. This is definitely a storm like this. Something definitely unique about it. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
But here goes
So,
Dan.
Bart,
Yep.
this is obviously some kind of magical effect. So Bart wants to try to inspect it and see if he can understand what's going on with it and figure out there's some way around it and what the dangers are.
He inspects it and sees that somehow there's been a storm created here through elemental wind magic or their abilities or through their god. And
Yeah, I figured it had to be some kind of magic, which is why he was looking at it.
but how it is generated and all that, he's unable to determine that. It's a storm. Somehow, some way is formed here and is staying here.
It's like the whirlpools in the water area.
Yep.
Can anybody use the wall of sand spell that we have?
No.
Wizard spell.
Darn it.
Is it a wizard spell?
It's a
Yeah.
wizard spell.
Yeah, I looked at him earlier. And I did take the other one, the Meltsmith Meteor Scroll, because Bart can use it.
Because I know there's like, oh, I have Wall of Stone. That's what I have. That's a druid spell.
All right.
I
So
Because I have a bunch of different wall spells.
Danvin, going through.
Yes. Yep, I was gonna try to.
Okay, you're going to move along the way here, and you get about halfway, and let's see. Thunder momentarily fills the chasm. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Another one.
Yep, it slams into you, and you take. Oh, it's not that much. And on a fail, oh, you don't even, oh no, it does take half. On a success, you will take half of that, 5 points of thunder damage. And now you can't hear. It was so loud that you were deafened.
So even though you said he made his saving throw and he still is deafened?
No, he's not deafened. Thank you. Sorry. He's not deafened. Yep. You're correct. And you are in the middle of the storm, and wind is trying to pull you. Rain is not. Actually, there's no rain. It didn't say. I didn't think it said there was rain. Was there? Wind, thunder, and lightning. Wow, no rain.
And so, what can I see at this point?
You're in the middle of a cloud, but you definitely see the wall continue on. Yeah, you basically know that you can still see that the wall moves along in front of you. That you're on the side.
I'll try to continue along the wall until I can.
All right, and you move along, and you're moving on. And 1 second, as you're stuck in there, is there another one more creatures in the chasm? And it's fog obscure, so you're going to go right through it, and you're going to see the other side of the chasm.
All right, and he's going to crawl around to the side and try to crawl up the wall back to the ceiling. Or well, he was up pretty much at the ceiling anyway.
Yeah, it's at about 20 feet up. Yeah, and and you're seeing. Let's see, what have you got here?
And you left an anchor of web behind.
I did leave an anchor of web behind. So I have a bit of sticky rope following that people could possibly use.
Okay, and you see just this other side of the cavern. You know, you can kind of see it's. And you wasn't that far. Definitely is deep. Well, you think it is, but whatever reason, there's just a storm brewing right there. And you see ahead of you, a chasm, definitely a large cavern opens up in front of you.
I am going to hang out and see if I can't wait for a couple of minutes, and just kind of hide up for everybody to try to follow along if they can.
Did Danovin make it?
Yeah, well, how would they know?
The webbing is still taut. It hasn't gone loose and ragged, so they would probably know that it's attached to something.
That's pushing a lot. They see your webbing go into a cloud, and then that's it.
All right, so I start to thump the webbing in a rhythmic pattern that's noticeable.
Can see it moving.
We got Morse. No, he's trying to put Jesus in vibrations to it. So, because it's
So
definitely.
that you'll know.
Can make me an insight check.
Okay. Insight.
Have no idea what the hell he's doing on the other end.
Luck.
She's gonna burn a luck point.
Fine, I won't.
Well,
But,
it's up to you.
Hold on.
That's gonna be scary to go across with another person on the back.
My bad. Hold on, Duff.
Uh-oh. Listen to him. Here it comes.
I misread the silent speech trait. It does not mention anywhere that I have to actually be able to see the person that I need to be able to speak telepathically with. I always assumed I had to be able to see him.
You can speak telepathically with any creature within 30 feet of you. No, yeah, you could feel. You would know that. Yeah, you would know that they're back over there somewhere.
So
Certainly.
I can use my silent speech to let him know that, hey, you're going to take a pop. There's a lightning bolt that's probably going to try to get you.
Okay.
And I would let each of them know individually because I can only talk to one person at a time.
How strong is your butt rope?
It's more of a guide than a rope.
Yeah, it's not something sticky to you.
Here, why don't you take some rope then, and then try to go across?
You can't. Can't ask those questions. He only can send it to you.
No, not Danovan. He already told us what it is. I'm suggesting to Murph, since I'm right next to her.
Okay.
I mean, I would be telling them that it's not terribly far, but it's gonna try to pop you. So steel yourself. Get ready for a pop.
Wait a second.
All right, I need to take like a 2-minute bio.
Go.
Okay.
What shall you do?
Getting zapped with lightning.
Okay. Well. I don't know. You know what? Fine. Merphisia would act without thinking. She would act irrationally. Stupid tender strike. I gotta follow the rules of the tender strike.
Well,
so
Tanya will stop you from trying to go into the chasm on Danovan's butt rope. Like,
well, do you have some?
Hold on.
Do you have some pitons I could?
Well, he's used his webbing to make, just like he did with the casting down. I'm letting him play it out a little bit, that he's using it to, yo, Baboon. Baboon is in the house again with another raid. Thank you, sir. So he's making it so it's taunt, and you're able to use it as some leverage to hold on to climb, but I mean, you're still hanging from a single strand of webbing.
Yeah, that's why I want to tie a rope around Merphisia in case it goes wrong.
You could do that,
because I know she's small. That's what I was trying to.
But you've got, but you've got a rope also on Free, who's running around.
No, he's not. He's on my back.
Yeah, we put him in the backpack.
Oh, he's moving around. Okay, so y'all got to let him know because he's trying to move around. See?
Stop moving around, Free. No. You can't. You're in her backpack. You can't.
Oh no.
Free Walker is not. There's no way he's fitting in a backpack. I mean.
No, I don't have him in a backpack. I have him strapped on my back.
Like a backpack. Not in a backpack.
like one of those kid carriers.
Those little baby backpacks that you can strap a kid into.
He's not baby size. He is small size. So
he's like 4 feet tall.
Exactly. Yeah. And how strong is Lavinia?
Yeah.
Well, Tanya is she's like 5'8", 5'9".
That's how strong she is, not how tall she is.
Well, like height and weight, ratio. She's pretty hefty.
What's your strength?
Oh my god.
Oh, actual strength? No, she's got like 10.
What'd I miss?
Free Walker's having a baby tantrum and is trying to run off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And I mean that gameplay, that role playing. He's over there.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, and Murphysia is concerned about, because you've got a rope, you've got your webbing going across, but that's still them hanging, using the rope to hang to try to climb. You know, there's not like, it's not like a rope bridge, so they're basically, you know, how are they going to this webbing that's stuck to the side of the cavern there. It's easy for you to go across, but it's going to be very difficult for them to go sideways. Going up or down was much easier, but holding on to this in a storm, they're just concerned for their safety. So,
Okay, so fine. We'll do it this way. All right. I've got a rope in my pocket. And I am going to what do I have?
You're still a spider.
Yes, but I can drop spider form. It's not a big issue as far as that goes, and then pick it back up if I have to.
Britannia's going to corner free in the little cavern area here.
I'm trying to keep hold of Free Walker. He's escaped the ropes.
Free Walker is going to run, take a
no.
nice running start, and leap across the cavern.
Oh
No.
no! Oh no!
Hell yes!
Can
Somebody
you
lasso
stop
him until
him?
he takes a rope with him.
I do, but then I realize that I'm so tiny. If I drop it, he will pull me in with him.
That wind is going to blow him down if he's
He's going to die.
Wait, how long does that potion of diminution last?
4 hours. I rolled up to the full effect.
I think it's about time for that potion to wear off, Duff. Because you said that moving across that room by itself was like almost 4 hours, or was it at least 2 hours?
No, they did that.
What?
What? Listen to them.
The giant area that connects all these different temples and whatnot.
Free's gonna run and jump.
Did
All
you
right,
catch up
Duff.
to him?
Reaction to him landing.
Well, he hasn't got across there yet. He's on his way.
It looks like he's across.
Well, that's because I approved your movement. I'm getting ready to pull it back.
I have a reaction in case he makes it across.
Well, yeah, but how? Okay, how are you know he's running across?
Well, I mean,
there's
I'm
no
just
way
saying,
you're gonna know.
But
There's
a level of reaction time. We'll talk about it, Duff. We can talk.
You're over there up on the top. Unless you're going to tell me you just broke spider form, you're looking for a rope, but it was a message you tomorrow.
You're gonna like this stuff.
Possible through.
You're gonna like it. I promise.
Well, you're about to see if Free even makes it across first.
That's fine.
I need
That's
a
the
dex
first
check
thing
at
we need to
disadvantage,
figure
Free.
out.
Okay. I want to use my inspiration to make that a normal check.
Granted.
Should that be Dex or Acrobatics?
Dex.
Actually, why is it Dex? I mean, jumping is athletic.
Wind extinguishes open flames. Listen to me. Wind extinguishes open flames in the chasm and imposes disadvantage on dexterity checks made by creatures in the chasm when you are in a strong wind hits the chasm. And
I'm not trying to make a dexterity check. I'm trying to make a strength athletics check, which is jumping.
I called for a strength check. I mean, a dexterity check to make sure you're a footing and getting across right and all that. And you failed it. Okay, so if you wanted to abrupt me on that, which is not a problem, you shouldn't have rolled it. But you are going down. That's only 50 feet.
Only 50.
Only.
Hold on, it is heavily.
And knowing Duff, he'll take a thunder check on the way down.
No, he just got hit with wind on that one. So.
All right, good.
Yeah.
So he's falling right now.
He is going down. Yes. So He's going to take 18 points of fall damage, and it's a D6 for every 10 feet, right? Or is it 3?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's all. He hits the side
You
and
said it
slides
was
down.
40 feet tall, right?
50 feet down.
I thought you said it was 40.
The lower 4. So you've got. So what I said when I said it was about 10 feet you could see. The lower 40 of it is heavily obscured. Sorry, that's what I hadn't finished that. So, but he's got a 50 foot. He's got a 50 foot.
Duff.
You're about to get pulled back in that chasm if you keep it up. So now, did you drop spider form or not? Goofball?
No, I did not.
Okay, that's what I.
Because if he'd made it across, I was
Yeah.
going to say, "Oh shit, freeze loose," and try to web him in one spot.
Well, no, he's down there. You thought maybe for a second you heard a scream, but it was the wind.
Oh man.
Yeah. My plan,
Little
Duff,
free walker.
was that if I had seen him make it across, Danovan would have been like, "Oh no, freeze loose," and he would have tried to web him down into one spot like Spider-Man.
Well, he might still make his way up. He could, because now Free finds himself down at the bottom of a pit.
And blind in the dark, so he's going to sit down there and whimper.
And Pincushion is freaking out up above.
Oh no.
Baboon, do you have message me Discord? If you need me during the day, I'll be in and out of clients and all that. Yeah, our messengers and Facebook Messenger's fine too. Sorry, guys. Either way.
So
You
Free
guys gotta
fell
make it-
down chasm. and
Yeah, Free.
Danovan
You saw him
followed
jump through the fog, and all of a sudden, he disappears out of view, and then he's gone.
Oh, what are we gonna
Too
do?
bad.
Merphisia would like
Blind.
to polymorph into a T-Rex.
Oh my!
Oh god.
You check off your spell slots if you're going to do this.
Wait a minute, how tall was the T-Rex again?
Pretty big.
But that's a 50-foot hole.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out something. Hold on.
Oh yeah, and it's a nice lightning rod too, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
Your
If
big
it's tall, it's a lightning rod.
lightning rod. Yeah, baby.
Just give me a
But a
second.
T-Rex should have an crazy amount of
That
HP.
it does.
Yeah, that's part of what I'm thinking.
A lightning
I
bolt's
just need to
not gonna
know
hurt it
my-
too bad.
My big thing is about how tall it is for a second.
I'm looking real quick. It's a huge
I took
beast.
3d6, so
Oh, let's see.
I mean a T-Rex is like 22, 24 foot tall. I
I'm gonna
think.
find out. T-Rex 10 to 20 feet tall. 15 to 20 feet tall.
Hmm.
40 foot
Yes.
long, 12 foot high, tall at the hips. So then you have
40
the
foot long?
legs. So what I'm saying, T-Rex was one of the largest land carnivores of all time. Oh, that was Sue, nicknamed Sue. The one that they found was 40 foot long and 12 feet tall at the hips. So if you had another 10 feet, yeah, if you had another 10 feet on the legs, then I'm going to say if you're, actually, I'll make you roll. Actually, you're 12 feet tall at the hips. Roll me a D10. That's how many, that's how, since you're Merphisia, roll me a D10 and that's how, so you are 15 feet high, 15 feet tall. There you go. T-Rex.
That's if I want to do it.
That's not nearly as big as most people think.
But
Still
I'm 40
large.
foot. But I'm 40 foot long.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
Well,
head-
no.
well,
actually,
yeah,
you'd probably be about 30 foot long.
Yeah,
at that
because your
much, yeah.
size. That's from, head, from all the way from the head all the way to the tip of your tail.
Lucy was 12 foot tall at the hips and 40 foot long.
That's right. So I gave you 3
if
more feet
you're
at the hips.
If you're, what, 18 feet you said altogether? Or 15?
She was
13 feet.
15. 15
So
total.
15 feet altogether. So yeah, your hips are probably at 8 foot. So you're
Well, but the
probably looking
Link's not going to do you any
at
good.
20 foot long.
It would if I laid
20,
myself
25.
along the edge of the cliff to make myself into a ladder.
Like a
Everybody
T-Rex-
climb
a
down and
T-Rex
then climb back
bridge.
up.
We have heard it
You're
all
making
now
a
on
T-Rex
Praetor.
bridge.
T-Rex
trying to make a
bridge,
T-Rex
folks,
bridge.
on Praetor's Rejects. We
Oh
know no
my
bounds
goodness.
for our lunacy.
Hey, that means we're awesome. Creativity is key.
I'm
to Dungeons
trying to
and
think outside the
Dragons.
box here, people.
That's wonderful.
And hey, they've even
You know
got
what?
hey,
I'm gonna do it.
Duff. They even have a web to hold on to for a handrail.
Yep.
So
That's what
am
I'm
I
gonna do.
actually
That's
going to
that
hear that
15-foot
Merphisia turns herself into a T-Rex? This is being recorded, folks, too, for posterity's sakes on YouTube.
Yes.
And is going to try to planking T-Rex maneuver across the cavern.
Yes.
So how are you going to do? Are you just going to stand up on your hind legs and hope that you can keep yourself stiff?
Well, I mean,
Because your tail, is...
I thought that we were gonna walk across her tail because you said that it was long enough.
She's trying to reach. She's 12 feet tall. Actually, hold on. I
If
told
she's
y'all it's
12
only.
feet tall at the hips. She's
That's
probably
height.
between 25 and 30 feet long.
right. So I'm just
You're
gonna
going by
slap my
that
tail
number.
across the.
Well, you don't know. Yeah, but you don't know how far across. He's told you it's a ways across. He didn't ever give you a distance. So
Okay. So I used my tail to try and touch the other side, and see if it'll stretch across it.
I mean, once she
Oh, I
gets
love
down
that.
there, she's going to figure out how wide it is.
1 second. Okay, nothing happened when she's flipping her tail across. Because if you take damage, that's a concentration spell, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
It is.
It is a
Polymorph
concentration spell.
concentration.
Yes. And if you take damage, you have to save. Or it reverts while somebody's on you going across.
It's only 5d6
You know
damage
what?
he falls. It's not so bad.
I didn't say you couldn't do it. She's making a T-Rex bridge. Make me a... if you want to make the bridge maneuver, then this is going to be... Oh, hell. I mean, what the hell? I mean...
We win.
There's a first for
Acrobatics.
everyone.
Yeah, acrobatics is you're proficient in that. No, because I didn't... Say what now, Donovan?
I would say we just won D&D.
I
The
was gonna
DM
make-
just said, "What the hell?"
So I was going to make her give her a performance check. Make her, but...
Well, acrobatics would fit because I'm trying to balance something.
do it.
Or stay upright.
Just do it. Just roll it.
So, Duff, you said it's very windy in here, right?
And I'm using a luck point on that.
Yes,
Music
it is
was
very,
very-
it is very windy. Yes, it is.
I'm using a luck point.
Okay,
There we go.
Bart has this ability called Storm Guide. It says if it is windy, you can use a bonus action each round to choose the direction that the wind blows in a 100-foot radius sphere around you. The wind blows in that direction until the end of your next turn. This features the speed of the wind. So he makes the wind blow across the cavern, the chasm to the other side to aid any jumping or whatever going across.
Yeah. Most
And he tells everybody what he's doing.
each round to choose the direction. Okay, so he's got the wind blowing straight across now. Basically, what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
Actually,
so he
yeah.
can
Okay.
probably
Okay.
jump, and
Yep.
it'll probably be aided by the
Yep.
wind to get across.
Okay. Wonderful. This is basically going to give you advantage on rolls and all that. Basically, what he's just done.
Okay, so
And
can I re-roll that and take back my luck?
well, you've got the 14's
Your
okay for
T-Rex.
right now. So we've got a T-Rex bridge, and what's happening is now the wind is blowing straight across. Now, who's going to cross the T-Rex bridge?
Tanya will go first. She'll brave the T-Rex bridge.
All right, so you begin on the
Oh,
T-Rex
and
bridge.
Dex
Yes,
and all of us.
yes.
Just real quick,
Oh boy.
because I'm on the other side, okay, so when I did this, I fell across it because the tail thing didn't work, right?
Yeah, you're actually. It's only,
Create the bridge.
you were trying to do that your tail, and you went across and you slammed your face on the other side because it's only about.
Okay, so
10
I'm clamping onto the. Then
Well,
I'm clamping onto the other side with my mouth.
to the edge of the rock. You mean
Yes.
cavern rock, and you're going to bite into it.
Well, fine,
It
never
doesn't
mind.
exactly-
I'm just
work
asking.
that.
That's what you're. I want to make sure I understood what you're saying because actually you went flying across and you only found that it was actually 10 feet.
Okay, well then never mind. Don't worry about it.
And you slammed into it. But you're having to use something like your teeth because your little bitty T-Rex arms are useless.
Well then fine. I'm anchoring
Okay.
it with my mouth.
So, so for Tanya, you see her planking across into the storm.
And she's going to go across.
Alrighty. And boom, 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 boom. Here, I gotta get rid of all these damn character sheets.
The wind is helping us out, right?
Yeah, basically, it's helping some. It's keeping you up because it's instead of blowing you down or trying to blow you off of the T-Rex, now he's got it blowing straight across, helping you stay afloat.
So is the T-Rex all the way up against the wall?
Not sure what you mean by that.
The T-Rex is going across the
close,
chasm.
But she's, you know, you got to remember, T-Rex is a thin creature. It's not very, so there's.
I mean, it's not flush. That purple line.
But don't forget, Danovan's got this spider rope across that's been pulled taut across the wall too there. So that was kind of like maybe even a side railing over there on this, you know, helping to hold on to. And yeah, you know, you definitely got an advantage. Yeah.
Bart is going to change the direction of the wind. I want to make it blow upward and slightly to the north.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm basically, the wind's allowing for advantage on checks or saves or stuff like that, and trying to stay on yeah, that's all.
I was wondering when the wind, what direction the wind is going.
I'm rolling for something else here. Okay, so
and try to help free out of the chasm when she gets across.
Yeah, so Tanya will make her way across the T-Rex bridge.
I made it across the T-Rex.
Who's next?
I guess it'd be Bart.
Okay.
He doesn't want to go across the bridge though.
All right, and let's see. While the T-Rex, okay, while she's sitting there, thunder goes off in the chasm, and creatures in the chasm. I need Murphisia as the T-Rex. Now, let me see. Do you need to use the T-Rex stats here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to you. Monster Manual, NPCs, Alphabet, and also I'll need a con save from you, Free. T-Rex. And here you go, Murphisia.
And you want me to do what now?
It's a con saving throw. Thunder just went boom, 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 boom. Okay.
I'm fine.
Well, you still take some damage.
It's fine.
Let's see, what is it? 3d6. All right. So, Bree, you take 13 points. You take the full amount. So it's let's see, what was your save? Yeah, you failed your save. And you are deafened.
Can you use the stone's endurance?
Sure. Yep, but you are deafened, so now you can't hear anything. Very loud. You took, Murphisia, you will take half that damage, or 6 points. And I need another con saving throw from you to see if you can hold on to your. Very nice. You're still a T-Rex. Bart may maneuver across now. And does anything happen to Bart?
What do you need from Bart?
He is, it's still thunder, so have him make a con save.
Doesn't he have
I'm
some
not
bonuses
sure what that was.
against
I rolled twice,
thunder?
but I guess it doesn't matter.
He is the storm. What is he? He's got Heart of the Storm, so he gains resistance to lightning and thunder. So he's going to take, he failed his save, so he'll take half of that, 6 points.
Okay.
And he will make it across.
Morthos will do the same.
All right, Morthos' turn. And where's my effects? Boom, boom, boom. Nothing happens to y'all, so Morthos begins to move across. And does anything get him? Nothing. Morthos makes it across.
Cool.
Pincushion?
Tanya's,
Pincushion is not going to cross.
Okay. Now, we have a T-Rex. I'd like to know how the T-Rex is going to be.
T-Rex is going to go and
I don't see why a T-Rex couldn't try to climb.
With those arms,
What's got
T-Rex
Well,
arms.
how steep
talons?
is the slope?
little bitty. Okay, yeah. The T-Rex arms
Big
do
old
nothing
legs.
for it. Mm-hmm.
No,
And the
not
legs are on
arms.
the other side.
Well, I highly doubt you're going to stay planked
Well,
like
hold,
that.
hold on, because I was thinking, didn't
I love
okay,
this.
so Puritana,
All right,
you have a rope, right?
hold on.
Oh boy.
All right.
What about a
Danovan-
rope?
I don't know.
Danovan is going to move down to the edge of the cavern
In spider form.
in spider form. And he's going to shoot web right in the Tyrannosaurus's face
Why?
so that the Tyrannosaurus can use that to try to help climb up. And he's going to use everybody to help pull the web to help pull the Tyrannosaurus up. Or alternatively, if the Tyrannosaurus is no longer a Tyrannosaurus, the web will still be attached to whatever creature it is.
Well, I was gonna say Puritania could take the rope and tie it
Go back
around
up
my
on the-
mouth.
But you gotta admit that the web on the face is at least a good extra hold to pull up.
Hey, pull her
Well, yeah,
face
we could
off.
do both. We could do both.
So at least we got the web on the face to pull
So
up
you
by.
said, did I hear you say she was going to tie it around your mouth? So that if you change now, basically your rope is inside your mouth?
I wasn't gonna. I
That's what
wasn't going to. I wasn't going to change. I was going to say that we use it so that the T-Rex can be pulled up,
Let me make
or
sure I
use it as an
understand
anchor, or use it as an anchor where it can use its back legs to try and climb up rather than its short little tiny front legs.
You are a bridge. If you move either section, you go down.
On free walker, so be careful of that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I wanted to try and help Free Walker out of the hole when it crossed.
Well, he's
Okay.
blind and
Dumb.
deafened.
That's the
He's
word I'm looking
deafened.
for.
He's deafened and just hanging out down there.
Okay, so
And
can I slide my back legs down the back wall?
You're gonna go down.
I go down all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Then no, she's not gonna tie it around my mouth. Is there a way that she can try, or somebody can try and? No, that won't work either.
Well, I don't know if polymorph works the same way as wild shape, where you can pop out of it.
Oh, I can break concentration anytime.
Then
It's-
we can just give you the rope.
But what am I gonna hold on to it with right now?
I can use the rope to tie it around, like maybe your chest, like just under your little T-Rex arms.
That would mean that you would have to climb back
you
out.
get back up on
try
you
and
get
do
back
that.
up on the bridge, and you're gonna have to spend some time getting that rope up and under. Because you remember she's a huge monstrosity or huge beast.
You told me that she was thin. I didn't think it would be that bad if she was thin.
yeah, she's okay. So as thin as though she's to walk across. She's not this huge 5-lane highway. So, but
No, I
you're
know
gonna,
that,
but
that's
for a
why
human
I'm
of your
doing it.
size, you're gonna have to take some time to even to try to get it around her body herself. So
Have you not seen Jurassic Park?
Yeah, they're.
I mean,
kind of
I
huge.
figured
No,
it wouldn't
cut
be so
Jurassic Park
hard
in
because
half.
I can, like, since the wind is now shifted,
and you're
she
in
could
fog.
probably shoot. She could probably shoot underneath Murph so that the rope pins against the wall, and then
Well-
she can use the rope to wrap it around her as she comes around, and then take it from the wall, tie it, and then come back around.
That could work.
This is
So you're gonna, but
I'm
so,
willing to make whatever checks is necessary.
Oh, well, you're
but
gonna
that
take
is
more
my
damage, and
thinking.
I'm about to give her some more storm damage here because so.
Well,
Okay.
hey,
Okay.
Duff, as far as the fog goes, wouldn't the fact that Bart changed the direction of the wind move the fog?
That's a good question. The chasm fills with wind, thunder, lightning at random times. Fog obscures the chasm depths. He's got it blowing across, so he could blow off some of the top areas, I would say, then. So that it's not as obscured, certainly, but you've still got this storm effect that's going on.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm not going to argue against that lightning bolt you keep trying to drop on people.
Well, thunder and lightning and wind, but he's got control of the wind right now. Bart does.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
But here I'm going to say, how are you communicating this to Merphisia? She's in T-Rex
Nobody
form.
is. I'm T-Rex.
Well,
Okay, I
her
know.
face is in the section that we're all at,
That's right.
so she can hear us. Yes.
If that's what you're telling her.
Yeah. Like, I'd imagine I would be telling her what the plan is. And then, I could have, I think, well, Danovan has still in spider form, so he can hold on to me with his web, while I try to do this
Okay.
with Merphisia.
Hold on a second. This is all going on. The storm still rages.
Hold on,
And-
Danovan hasn't agreed to attach no web to nobody yet.
That's why I'm asking, like, he could. Like, but if not, then either Bart or Morthos can have a rope tied somewhere and we can just put it somewhere.
Y'all can start the process.
Danovan is not a lightning rod.
You don't have to be. You could just anchor the webbing somewhere. This is why I'm before I'm doing anything, I'm trying to get an
Danovan can't
agreement
talk
of-
to you. He can't talk to you. So
Yes,
he's
He
in
has,
spider
he has,
form.
silent,
Silent
he has
speech.
silent speech.
We've established before that silent speech works, even though I'm in animal form.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. I'm just saying. So, okay. So you're okay. Oh,
The
boy.
main hindrance is that I have to talk to one person at a time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right. That's sorry. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's why I want to get confirmation before I do anything. I'm not trying to do anything just automatically assuming people are going to agree.
You know what?
All right. So
I have.
Danovan-
I have 100 and. Never mind.
I was getting
can't
ready to say
tell you that.
you really overthought this, but you're a T-Rex. You have got.
I'm just gonna drop.
You drop. You're going to take maybe 20 points of damage,
I'm just
Okay.
gonna drop
and you've dropped.
because we need to get free up anyway.
Mhm.
So
So,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna drop. I'm gonna get myself over to the edge of the thing to where he can climb up a little bit on me, and then you guys can lower the rope down to him.
Well, when you drop, you're going to take some damage, and we'll see if you stay in form.
Okay.
You know, that's
It's
the main
fine.
thing, because you have to take the damage first. So, but a
fine.
T-Rex is a huge-ass tank.
But don't forget that she's got webs stuck to her face. So even if she reverts, she's still got
She's
webs.
got web on her
she's
face.
about,
Right.
you're about to find out whether she pulls you up, down, and into the chasm with her when she goes down. So,
Oh boy.
because she is a much larger creature than you. And you
What are you
better
talking
brace
about,
for
Duff?
this.
I can let out all the slack I need as fast as I
You're
need. as a
going
spider.
down with her. You are anchored to her, holding on to her. And that's what you said. And it was going to hold on to her. So you're about to be pulled. If she, when goes down, you're going to get a check on this. And this huge creature,
Oh, but
double
see,
your
Duff-
size, is going to pull you over.
But hey, Duff, what about the fact that I've got 15 foot of spider web or 20 foot of spider web already slacked out beneath me to let out?
You're
In case
going
she needs to
okay,
go down.
Yeah, I've let it play out far enough, guys. So what you guys, it's minimal damage here. That's free. He took the fall and took nothing. And she's a T-Rex, and y'all have you've overthought it. And so I'm like, going, take the damage and get the hell out of the chasm. Honest with you, because it doesn't. Let her fall. Be done with it.
That was going to be my intent from the beginning, so that he could have a way to climb up out of it.
Yeah, because you got him down there anyway, and y'all. So the issue, I'm trying to move it on. Y'all spend enough time here, and I just want to get it up, get the T-Rex done, get it up, so y'all can move over to the next deal. You're worried too much about 20 points of damage in y'all's form.
Let's just do it.
Honestly. So, But what am I doing? Oh, so the damage is she's going to fall, and it's going to be, well, it's 40 feet because she's a bridge. So we'll take 3. Boom. You take 9 points of damage. Now make me a con check. Merphisia.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Check or save?
It's a con check because it's
Do I do it on
concentration.
Do it on the T-Rex, or do I do it on
it's
the...
whichever one's better. Because I think because what Dan was saying, you could take the higher of the two.
Yeah,
So
the con on the...
I would think it would be
T-Rex.
yours. Okay, you're fine.
No, actually, the T-Rex has better con than I do.
Well, you're fine. That roll is fine. All you had to do is beat a 10. So you got a T-Rex now down there roaring, and what are you gonna do?
Well,
The question is, what is Freewalker going to do? Would he attack or run away?
I was asking you for intelligence checks before, I think, so you may roll me one. You have a semi moment of clarity there.
Okay, so then he would allow the T-Rex to help him up.
Okay.
so he climbs up as
He
high
could
as
climb.
he can.
Mm-hmm. So you're
And-
20 feet tall.
Athletics.
20 feet
Yeah.
tall. So, and it's 50 feet up. So you guys see, partially because of Bart's in the wind, that Freewalker's coming up the back of the T-Rex.
We'll bring down some rope then.
There you go. Boom.
Now,
gotta-
how do we get the T-Rex out of there?
You're gonna. Well, I would think you'd have to unpolymorph yourself and come up. So, I don't.
Well, no, not necessarily. Not if everybody...
Actually, I'll tell you what.
No.
There are strength
Rope
checks.
that pull you.
There are athletics checks. It actually calls for athletics checks for you to try to climb your way,
okay.
even with your little bitty crubbly little arms.
Would we be able to? So me having that webbing on her face, would that be able to help pull her up? Like maybe a plus 2 or something.
Sure. Basically, it's assist on the rolls is all it really
So
boils
I get
down to.
advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you said athletics?
It's can climb with a successful strength athletics check. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You come up the wall.
T-Rex.
Now you have a T-Rex. Hold on. We got to put this. Now we actually have to have the T-Rex. And it is
I guess it means we have to have the spider too, huh?
we can do it now. Yeah. Boom.
Hey, how do I
And
do this? The T-Rex's hit points, because it's taken...
That's because I
now-
need it. Because now we're here. Since we're keeping it there,
Okay.
it's in the combat tracker, and I'll have to do this if we're going to keep the spider too. Then let's see.
So technically, that 9 points of falling damage Murph took should be on the T-Rex.
It's actually on the T-Rex. That is correct. Thank you. Yep. Where I gave the giant spider. There he is. Okay.
So take the 9 off of me.
Put it on the T-Rex, please. Yes.
Okay. I'll take and give myself back to the 5 there. And then
Boom.
I can't take the T-Rex.
I think the spider should be at 5 wound.
The T-Rex won't let me do the damage off.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh wait, just not.
Not
Just,
say you're
just 9. It was. I did it wrong. Yeah, I went the wrong way. I'm sorry. I did that
All
wrong.
right.
No.
Did you say the spider? What was the spider? Did he?
5.
There you go. Okay. Boom.
Let me just say, what the fuck? 208 HP.
Yeah.
Why do you think I wanted to keep it?
Yeah, because I roll. You have free attack. The NPCs roll max, so you get a benefit of the doubt there. That will change from now on the new games. We'll go to random. All right, you've crossed the storm chasm, and we have a. Oh, I need to put actually.
wandering free.
Yep, there we go. And y'all can just stay off the map, Merphisia and Danavan. Y'all can just put yourself somewhere. But there we go. And free.
Free has a change of heart. He wants to climb on top of the spider.
Oh no. Spider.
Danavan, understanding Free's current condition is like, all right, cool. He's chilling. He's enjoying himself. Let's go.
All right.
Keep an eye on him.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
Free Walker has another moment of clarity. He pops some pincushion into his pocket dimension and pulls him back out on this.
Okay. And then Pin hovers back to your and looks longingly in your eyes. And what is wrong with you? Gypsy, leave him alone.
So
Okay.
Yeah, Gypsy, leave him alone.
T-Rex is gonna protect our behind, since I can't get past y'all.
All right. So
Bart's gonna be smart.
Can-
Get the hell out of the way of the dinosaur.
can I assume that Free is going to hold on when the giant spider moves?
You have
You
no
can
idea.
assume whatever you want.
Yeah, you can assume it. Yeah, you can try to assume it. Please put them in the pin, please.
Well, he would probably he'd probably have to make a check or something if I tried to move along the ceiling.
Oh, you're trying to do it upside down?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
Lord
not sure,
me.
but I'm just thinking.
You're cradling Free Walker on your underbelly.
That you would have to think that Free's been unpredictable so far, so you have no idea what that would do. I would think. In common sense.
Because Free is tiny right now.
Too bad you
Free
can't
is
web.
small.
No, he's small.
Not
He's
tiny.
small. Yeah.
Small. Right.
Too bad you can't web him onto your back.
And you do know that the clock is running out on that fairly soon. And you've got 1 hour on your T-Rex. And the giant spider, you can do it how long yours is?
4 hours at
Okay.
a time.
Okay, you're fine. You're so far.
Okay.
And what before you, you're
So,
beginning.
another question. You're talking about the time. So that potion on me was 4 hours. How long is left on it?
Yeah, we're inside 30 minutes.
Yeah. All right. So, regardless of whatever Free's able to do, giant spider's going to climb up onto the ceiling of the cavern.
Free gonna try to hold on.
Free is going to grab onto his mandibles and hold on from there.
Acrobatics check.
Sure you want to do them from the mandibles?
That seems more athletics to me.
Athletics. That's fine. Fine. Okay, so now Free's holding on, clinging to dear life as the spider begins to crawl.
I would think that would be good enough to say that he's like laying on my underbelly while I'm on the ceiling.
No, he's definitely on your back. And when you go on the ceiling, he's going to be hanging from your teeth and thinking it's funny. He's going to start swinging like he's doing gymnastics.
T-Rex is ignoring it all and going forward.
Spider is going to shake because that's going to hurt like fuck.
And y'all begin to move into a room that you see a large cavern area in there, and it's, other than Bart's light, and if is the T-Rex got dark vision? No, he does not. T-Rex can't see jack shit in here.
Bart will throw the rock ahead.
All right, well, he can lend a room. What you begin to see is you see dwellings are carved in the walls of this cavern, and they've been torn asunder by some intense force. Ruins of several dwellings resemble gaps in the walls and piles of rubble, and there are scores of small humanoid corpses scattered everywhere among the ruins.
So that's the circle is the light area.
Yeah.
So you might want to unmask in the light.
Oh, thank you. I will. You just see a large cavern. There's just rubble and ruins, dwellings that were part of the walls collapsed in everywhere. You see, like I said, small Murphisia in her T-Rex mode will gasp. They look awfully familiar to her. A distant cousin.
Why don't I have the T-Rex chart anymore?
I don't know. Did you close it? Or did I? Oh, I may have closed. Oh, shit. I closed it here. I forget. I got to keep it open so that
Actually, once it's on the combat tracker, you can, and it's green, you should be able to just double click on it, I think.
I did, but it won't.
I just sent it to you again.
Okay.
It's just a plain old token.
Yes.
Did you put the token on the map first, or put it on the combat tracker first?
Put it on the combat tracker first. Here, let me do that, because that's right. I did that wrong. Here. Boop, because there's no arrow on it. Boom. Good call. Thank you.
Yeah, now I can click on the token.
That's fine. Yeah, he caught it right.
Okay. Well,
you recognize these as deep gnomes, dead all over the place.
And I let out a very gut-wrenching bellow roar that thunders off the edge of the cave walls, and I go stomping into the middle here.
Danovan's going to continue to walk along the ceiling.
Alright. The T-Rex moves this distance. And I need another a strength check from Free as he scampers along the wall. Please. Barely holding on. The rest of y'all may make a movement into the room or not.
What is this yellow?
That's the light.
It's light area.
It's 20 feet from the center where the T-Rex just kind of stomped onto the light area is bright, and then 20 up from that is dim. You're in dim light right now.
Okay.
And y'all may roll me a move into the room, and y'all may roll me initiatives, please.
Oh, I need to roll the T-Rex initiative.
Yeah, mine. Well,
actually, it doesn't have an initiative.
It's gonna roll. It rolls for you. Roll yours, Danovan. You and Murph roll your initiative. And I will move the T-Rex or your creature to what your initiative is.
I did.
Okay. All right. So Danovan is a 15. So that's the spider. And, oh, I'm sorry, 15. Burp. And Morphisia is a 5. Oh, boy. All right. Pincushion doing anything?
No.
Just going to stay attached to you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Or at least close by.
As the T-Rex stomps into the middle of the room, you begin to hear wailing noises as though undead have been disturbed, and they move up and out of the rubble. And you see before you, the T-Rex does, 2 specters rise up and float toward the T-Rex.
Does the T-Rex get a reaction?
No, because they're first.
So, what about the spider being on the top and trying to stealth?
Well, they're not paying attention to you right now. Like I said, they went to the T-Rex. Except for you've got a free walker dangling from the ceiling, so I don't think you should consider yourself very stealthy right now. Because you have a T-Rex appendage. I mean, a free walker appendage. Sorry.
How high is the ceiling?
They say, so in this one, since it's a bigger room, let me see, does it actually give me any... So in the bigger room, I'm going to say that this is up 30 feet. Most cavern ceilings are 30, and passage ceilings range from 10 to 15. So in something like this, we'll say it's 30 up in the air. And these 2 creatures come moving over and try to attack. They latch on to the T-Rex. And then when they do that, what does that do? They then... Alright, so then as a con save... Alright, so your hit points are reduced 6 points. Hold on 1 second. Oops, quit, damn it. All right.
How'd you do it that way?
Because I'm taking off your hit point maximum. So you're losing that. All right. And then the next one moves up and over and hits. And you're fine there. All right. Mortos.
Alrighty. Morthos is going to keep his distance. And he's going to shoot at Vector 3 with his firebolt.
Okay, here, let me put them in a square. Okay, good.
He missed. Cunning action doesn't give him another
No, that's he can use his reaction to disengage,
hide or dash.
Yep.
Okay. Okie dokie. Well, he's just gonna stay back here.
All right, spider.
All right, you want to go ahead and move me to the I'll go ahead and into the spider. So, all right, let's do the spider here.
What's he gonna do?
He's gonna move right here.
Okay. All right.
And then drop to attack imbued Spectre 3.
You're gonna drop 30 feet. All right.
Is there a way to do a drop attack?
It would be like an offhanded, like, so maybe like you could drop with using your bite, on him, but you got to remember, Free's holding on to your mandibles.
You know what? I can go ahead and try to do the web attack.
Yes, you could.
Because it's got range on it, so.
It does have range. It is. All right. You hit 30. Yeah. Yep. I would allow that. And let me see. The Spectre. The webbing goes right through it and lands all on the ground.
Oh, I'm at 6th level. So all their attacks become magical when they're shapeshifted.
Okay.
Do what?
All your attacks count as magical attacks. So wouldn't the webbing be a magical attack against?
Okay. But it's still, the effect doesn't do anything. They're immune to it. It's an incorporeal beast.
That's right.
It's a ghost.
So the web doesn't actually do any damage.
It went right through it. Yeah. That's right. The web does not do anything. It does the restraining. We were trying to keep it in place.
Oh. Well, let's see if I'd known that.
You got the character sheet right in front of you, man.
I know that was my fault. I wasn't blaming anybody else but me. That's all I can do anyway. I can't.
You could try to drop
Unless I
free
can.
on it. No,
Yeah.
You shot the web.
Hey, he's next. So I'm going to try to shake him loose to drop him on the...
A free bomb.
Since it's
all
his
right.
next,
Yeah,
we're going to
all
drop
right.
a free bomb.
All
We're going
right,
to
so
drop a free bomb on him.
You've used your web. So did it take... Yeah, okay, so it didn't show you used it. Oh, because... anyway, so you have a recharge. You've got to have a 5 or 6.
It doesn't matter because I can use that shit again.
Okay, all right. So, Free Walker, you're holding on upside down.
Yep. Let me do an intelligence check
That's
here.
what I was going to ask you. Yep. You're holding on upside down. Britannia.
Do I not get to like impose disadvantage on him being able to hold on to me by trying to shake him off?
It's basically a grapple on grapple type deal. You basically can wiggle, and he tries to hold on, and if he fails it, he'll go off.
So shouldn't I do an athletics check, and he should do a strength check and see which
Well,
one
he wants to use that as his action, but if you want, he's tried shot the web, but
It ain't gonna work anyway.
No. All right. She shoots. She hits. All right. It does some damage. It
Are
hits
you okay
again.
there, Puritania?
Oh yeah, sorry. I had my thing on mute. I didn't realize it.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm just saying that I'm shooting at it.
You are.
And,
You did
let's
some damage.
see. Do we have anything else that could... maybe... I guess maybe she'll try to do ensnaring strike on it. Oh, it failed. Nice.
To do what with it?
Ensnaring strike, mass of thorny vines, magic vines, I guess,
Try to do what?
to restrain and give damage over time.
They try to grab right onto the specter and they go right through it. He's immune to
Maybe the magic ones?
He's immune to the condition.
Would my arrows have hit them? Because those are magic too.
The arrows they did give it damage. Oh, certainly. Yeah, but the restraining does not work.
Okay.
Bart.
Okay, don't approve this movement yet, but so if Bart came over here, goes the spider and free walker are up in the air. The T-Rex is really big and standing on back feet. Would he be able to do a lightning bolt across there and only hit those two without hitting the T-Rex?
Doesn't he? He doesn't have. So isn't it a 5 foot?
Yes, it is. That's why I was asking, because I know that
yeah. So
the T-Rex, he's really big and only standing on 2 feet. He's up high in the air. I thought I might be able to go underneath.
Well, I'm saying if you move it up 1 square, so you do it like this. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Like
in
that?
case, yeah. So it's still going to catch 5 feet below. You know.
And
yeah.
it won't
You're
hit the
fine.
T-Rex?
Yeah. We're fine. Yeah.
Okay, so he'll move up to there and do that.
I mean, the T-Rex is supposed to take up all those squares, but I get what you're saying.
Yes, here it's not a big blob. It has angles.
And they hover too, so it's,
And then he will use his tempestuous wind magic to
Okay.
Okay.
All right. T-Rex.
So he is going to there's 2 attacks, but he can't attack the same target. So he is going to bite this one.
You want me to put the light circle back?
You're fine right now.
Now, would grapple be this? It can't be restrained, right?
That's right.
So the grapple part wouldn't work, but he would still take the damage.
That's correct.
Okay. Now he's going to take this tail attack at that one, whip it around. And then... Okay. And then he is done, so pass the turn because I can't.
Will do. Pincushion, do anything? All right. Bart will scream out as a bloop shows right in front of him and reaches out, trying to hit him, but misses. And the T-Rex will see another one of these creatures move through and come up in front. Hits the T-Rex. And alright. They will continue seeing this. I don't care about that. Alright. That's gonna leave it. And okay, so that's, where's the T-Rex at? Boy.
So it moves me down to 195. Max it.
18 and 202.
No, 18's the no, 18's the damage. I thought you said it.
No, you got to make a con save or you lose that much and hit max hit points from the damage that you take. So I got to take 18 off your 202, which is what, 194? No. 184.
184.
Yeah. All right, and then the last one. Hit. And takes off another 14, which is
170.
Thank you. Morthos.
Okay.
I can kind of hear you, but I'll be back in just a second.
Okay.
What else can he do? Yeah, he's got Ray of Frost. Let's see if that works.
I think that's a hit. Yep. And he kills one. Freezes it in place.
Alright, well, he's going to come around this wall, get behind Puritania.
Okay. All right. Spider.
Oh, he stepped away.
Oh, he stepped away. We'll hold his spot for a moment. Free Walker, you want to do anything? Intelligence check. Oh, free. Moment of clarity.
Okay, so you said the ceiling is 30 feet, right?
That's
so
correct.
The spider is upside down, and I'm hanging from him, so I'm guessing it basically
10 feet.
maybe 20 feet off the floor, right?
Yeah, you're what, 8 feet tall, right? So 10
is
feet.
the potion off?
Yeah, let's just say that she's running out. You're starting to change.
Okay, then yes, I will drop down to the floor.
Acrobatics or athletics, acrobatics check, see if you land.
Athletics?
Whatever's the dex one, acrobatics. You're fine. All you need was a 10. You land.
All right. So he will throw drown and summon it back and throw it again.
Okay. Nicely done. Another hit.
Yeah, okay. And so that's going to be it. Actually, he's going to move down here.
Okay.
He just didn't want to be under that spider in case it fell.
Puritania shoots, hits.
Mm-hmm.
One. Tis but a scratch.
Mm-hmm.
But another hit.
See if it's better. Two.
A little bit better scratch.
Just a little bit. That's okay. She'll come on over
I'm back.
across from Morthos.
Okay. So when you're done there, pass your turn for a second, and then so we held your turn for a second. Free jumped off of you, so you're upside down right now with no free appendage.
Awesome.
What would you like to do?
Let's see. Tyrannosaurus looks like it's in good shape, so I'm gonna go over here and drop down and bite the Symbiote Spectre.
Done. You're with advantage.
Come on, crit! Nope.
Keep in mind, this attack should be magical, so he probably shouldn't resist it.
Hadn't resisted it yet. He's got the hit, so didn't matter.
And he's dying anyway.
Which one was? Go back
That's the one in front of Bart.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Bart's going to come over here, and he is going to do a twin spell with Chromatic Orb and shoot at both those guys.
Okay.
It's going to do fire damage. Still resist. And then he's actually going to back off some more.
So T-Rex is going to use his tail against the one next to him, like before.
That's a hit.
Hit. Kill that one, and then he's gonna bite at the other one in front of him.
Yep. Hit. Holy moly. Oh,
yeah, right. He's got 33.
That's good. He just resisted it because clean his teeth for him.
Okay, right. I'm done.
All right. Well, it'll scream out. Oh. You may roll a dice, call odd or even. If you're correct, the damage doubles. You may repeat this process until you stop or fail. Oh boy. All right. So Murphizia, this is against you. So I'm going to, you can call odd or even, and then I'll roll the dice. All right. And if you're right, the damage doubles again. So it's already a crit hit.
Odd.
All right, here we go. Here's the odd. It's an even. All right. So it stays as is. All right. So you get this. And then
I succeeded.
Yep. You're fine. Mothos. Giant spider.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. I'm on the ground. That's the last specter, so I guess I'll run over to it and bite it too.
Mm-hmm.
Critical.
Was it? Oh, sorry. Wasn't paying attention. The target must make or speed is have. Well, it's not going to move anywhere, so go ahead and give it its damage.
Should kill it. Oh.
Alright, and then hold on.
What you doing?
Nope, not done yet.
Well,
Ooh, it resisted poison.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't. It's immune to. Yeah,
Makes sense.
Yeah, it has damage immunity. It shouldn't take any of that. Yeah, I could have told you that. And I didn't worry about rolling it. Sorry, I was wondering what you were rolling. Alrighty. Let's see. Free Walker, moment of clarity, or not?
Not this time.
Not this time. Bertanya.
Mm-hmm.
Hit.
Oh,
Damage.
man.
Hit.
Ones and twos.
That'll do it.
There we go.
Yeah, I saw that roll. All right. And it goes down. Down goes Frazier. All right.
Perfect.
T-Rex still standing.
Mm-hmm. And you don't hear any more moaning or wails coming from this cavern. It is dark ahead.
Bart wants to search this room thoroughly.
He finds a bunch of rubble. as y'all search the area, and it's just tons of caved-in dwellings and bodies everywhere, but there you see nothing of value anywhere at all in this area.
Okay.
And I will even let y'all get through all this, and you will find 2 areas. So we will have, you see with Bart's light source, y'all can move on up to the center of the cavern area, please. Yep.
Freya's going to pick up his or summon his weapon back to him again. He's not going to walk off and leave it, no matter how dumb he is.
Oh, should we, folks? Should we make him roll it?
He did say that he was going to throw it and summon it back, so, before, so.
He might have dropped it, thinking it was a play toy, and he was tired of holding on to it.
No, Free Walker is not that dumb. He has an intelligence of 5 now. He's not 1.
Isn't that close enough, though? All right. You've got a cavern to the north and a cavern to the south.
You mean a tunnel?
Yeah, corridor. And the
And
T-Rex is
clearly
going to notice is in trouble getting through.
T-Rex wonders if she should go back the other way. Back along the pathway. Down below.
So what's the difficulty on that intelligence check there, Duff?
Yeah, you just need to beat a 10. You're blind as a bat, Free. Even with Bart's right behind you. I see Bart right behind you. Yeah,
okay,
so.
T-Rex is gonna go away.
You're changing back?
At this point, it doesn't behoove me to because I can't go anywhere. So, and I don't have my dark vision without it. So I'm gonna change back.
Okay, you can. Where's your token?
So what's down that tunnel to the south?
Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, Merphisia, you're. Bloop.
I should be able to see, but
yeah, you can still see. All right. What we have here. You basically see. In this south of in the dimness, you see something is hanging from the ceiling. There are several things that are kind of swaying. You hear the sound of maybe chains kind of kinking together as you see whatever it is off in the distance in the darkness from where you're at. And you smell maybe it's blood on the faint in the air.
If I come there, I should be able to see farther in.
Hold on. You were changing out of T-Rex, so hold your butt. Kitakobi there.
He has another moment of clarity and activates his light.
And alright. You will see into the room. Alright. Alright. They're hanging from the ceiling. Looks to be some humanoid creatures. Definitely some humans. You see a dark-skinned elf creature hanging upside down, and in it a Rakora. How do you say that? A Rakokra? One of the winged creatures, all hanging upside down, dead. Blood pools from the floor beneath them. You see beetles scurry along the floor and up and down the chains onto the victims. And there's debris, clothing, broken weapons scattered all over the floor. And let's see. You hear something's moving to the south. Something's stepping, slurring around, and you kind of hear some grunting off in the distance a little.
Free Walker grunts back.
Now, then that the spider moves up. Now Merphisia moved down. Now what's Morthos doing up there? See, he'll look and he'll see. Basically, it looks like some type of little intersection up ahead.
For clarity, Duff, the spider's moving back up to the ceiling.
Okay. All right.
I'm moving down to where I hear the spider, so that I can see farther in and see if I see something with my dark vision.
Yeah, so far, something just out of sight is banging on some. You hear some metal banging and some maybe metal on metal scraping.
Okay. Free Walker starts wandering off this way. Bart says, "Damn it, freak, come back here."
Spider's still on the ceiling,
Uh-huh.
and he's gonna move right here.
All right, you can move into the room. I need a stealth check in the tower, please, because you're going to see something. And does it see you? I don't think that's going to allow me to see you. All right, so this creature just to the south of you comes walking into the room, and it looks like this. And I'm going to unidentify this so you guys can... I don't think it...
Well,
We have fought one of these before, I think.
It is a large creature. Don't know. I don't remember.
I remember seeing this picture before, I believe.
And it is sharpening a couple of great axes in its hand. I say great axe. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's covered in blood. And
I use my silent speech to inform Merphisia and tell her to let everybody else know.
It goes over, it cuts off a piece off of one of the humans that are dead there. Kind of chomps on a little bit.
I relay the information, of course.
Goes back over here, doing some work at a table. It stops, thinking it hears something.
Of course, Morthos is running off, as per usual.
All right, Morthos. Moving ahead. Well, he basically is just, seeing a little bit more of a corridor. And
Morthos
he's
is a free
basically, and he is, wind is rushing through the areas. And it also, it's curving along, lifting up dirt. And it makes all these, and it shifts like it always has in this area, back and forth through in different directions. And as it does that, these changing pitches of howls that go from howling lows to screams to high ends, as typical in a storm or something like that, the way wind blows and it comes around corners and all, you get all these different sounds. And you think it's the wind screaming, but you can't quite determine it. But it definitely is windy.
well, that's enough for Morthos to turn his butt around.
Hold on a second. You're controlling him. Let's see. All right. Set that to you, Pertania.
Okay. Oh my. Okay.
All right.
I can't see myself on the map anymore.
I moved you right here.
You're right next to me.
I'm only seeing a green square.
Here, Well, let me just remove you from the deal, and then I'll put you back on. How about that?
Oh, there I am. Yep.
Okay.
Now.
All right, folks. What do we do? Free Walker moved off. He's still hanging around.
Can Morthos try to put a leg out to try and trip Free Walker?
I'll be right back, guys.
Because I feel like he would do something like that.
He could run over there and try to mess with him. Free Walker's just kind of walking around. Spider comes back out of the room. Hold the door. Feet fight forward.
Well, when he passed Morthos, could he have tried to trip him?
Sure, if you wanted to try to trip him, yeah, sure. Make
Stop him from running around.
yeah, give him a dex check, you know. Acrobatics. You know, or sleight of hand. Maybe better. Slide a foot.
Slide a foot.
Oh, I need a. Oh, Free Walker falls down over here. Sorry, Free, you fall down on your face. He didn't like
Free
it.
Walker starts screaming and stands up and shoves Morthos into the wall.
Pincushion Jr.
Oh my
He was
Lord.
happy to wander around, but then you had to start tripping him.
Morthos is a jerk like that. Last I remembered.
Ladies, what would you like to do?
Well, Murph relayed the message that Danovan gave us of this thing taking, scraps, right?
Well, Free Walker is screaming and bellowing at Morthos.
Yeah, that's actually going to get a check here from this. Oh, and all of a sudden, oh, we have visitors.
He starts humming.
He
Turns
hears,
into-
and he goes, huh, and you guys will hear the creature, and roll me initiatives.
Can I roll a stealth check for a surprise attack on him?
You're stealth still right now, so I don't have to worry about it. I'll let you know on your turn. You already had a stealth. I'm using it right now. Unless you want to roll it again. If you want. I'm just letting you know I'm using the one you've got. But I'll let you choose. You don't want to roll another one. You max that roll.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, Dan, why are you rolling at disadvantage?
Because I have one level of exhaustion.
He suffered from the cold damage. Yep. Okay. Now let's see. You've still got an hour or so into 2 hours or so of a spider still, so you're okay. And this creature will. Okay. And alright, so this is the same deal as the other creature. Alright. And he will you guys will see him no, he'll do this. The whole area goes dark.
But I still have my blind sight, right? That doesn't affect that?
You have to, you basically, blind sight is 10 feet in front of you, basically detecting if there's movements and stuff in front of you. Yes.
10 feet around me, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you're 30 feet up in the air, so don't forget. All right, Pertania.
She's stuck in darkness.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You recognize it as a darkness spell.
She'll she'll try to... Well, she'll back up, I guess. See if she can get out of its zone.
Okay.
And... Oh, can't see through that.
Mm-mm.
She'll go around this way, then, for the rest of her movement to just stay up against the wall.
Okay.
Hold an action if she sees anything coming.
Spider.
I don't really have a way to sense anything close enough, right?
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
You detect. From where you're at, you don't detect anything except for yourself.
Hmm.
What am I doing in a giant circle?
It's darkness. One moment.
So, I guess I'll move right here. And then if I see an enemy pop out, I will attempt to web them.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Bart?
Bart is going to get the hell away from the darkness and hold a spell attack.
Merphysio?
I'm going to try and get out of the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And then come over here. And hold an action of some kind. I guess hold a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have no idea what's going on.
Morthos is gonna back up.
Yeah, the creature moved up, heard y'all talking, or heard Free Walker screaming, and came running up and saw y'all and cast darkness.
Gonna run away to the back here. Hold an action.
Yep. Free. Clarity.
He will hang out and hold action.
Okay. All right. I thought I saw. Where was that at? Let me see. Oh, okay. Britannia,
Mm-hmm.
give me a perception check, please.
Sure.
In the tower.
Perception.
Okay. You feel a tickling in the back of your mind.
Ooh.
And then y'all hear something stomping.
From which direction?
From in the other side of the darkness and all that stomping, and then you hear a stomp, and then all of a sudden whoosh, 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 like a beating of wings.
Ooh.
But that was right after you felt the tickling in your mind.
Well, that's not fun.
Your turn.
Okay, she will keep a hand on the wall, and she's going to try and see if she can feel her way to the other side of this darkness.
Mm-hmm.
So she has 30 feet. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I didn't go into the middle of a square.
No, you're fine. You're gonna be just right inside the darkness still. So,
Right.
moving along. Unless you want
I'll
to dash.
have her, yeah, I think I'll have her dash down this wall.
Well, you come out, yes. All right.
Yeah.
And you'll be... all right. So you are in the middle of this room of horror.
Yeah.
And you will see farther deep into the area. And you will see this creature... No, he can't... Yeah, so he is standing right here. Well, he's not standing. He is actually flying in the air. Watching, and then as he sees you, surprised, but he is up about 20 feet up in the air, closer to the ceiling, but his wings are beating, so it keeps him, from not right up to the ceiling though. And
okay.
Yes, and he sees you, and you see him.
Okay, cool.
Spider.
Spider.
Donovan, you back? We don't hear you if you're talking.
Disappear.
Sorry, I was muted.
Yep. All right.
Sorry, I'm just trying to see what
Oh,
is possible.
we lost the bot.
Oh, we did. Here, I'll get him back. All right. Well, make your you're cutting through rock there, so make your movement. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. And then that'll allow you to do the right movement. All right, 30 into the darkness.
Yeah,
And
actually,
comes rushing out. All right.
hold on. That's not exactly where I wanted to go. I was sorry. Move me 5 more feet over to the left. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. Well, you're looking, and he's looking at you. Oh, all right.
All on the ceiling. Is he looking at me?
He's
or
flying.
You're Tanya.
He's flying.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we're like eye to eye.
Well, here a little bit. Yeah, you're upside down. Yeah, basically, because you're upside down, and his wings are beating, and so he keeps them from hitting the ceiling, but he is up in the air.
Okay.
All right. Bart.
So Bart saw Tanya and the spider go through the darkness.
Yes.
He's going to say, "You guys are idiots," and hold a spell.
Physia.
I think she muted herself too.
Oh, yes, I did. Sorry. She said that looked like fun, and she goes dashing through the darkness.
Wait, is Duff talking too?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Oh, actually, I can't dash that far. Put me back here.
You're in the darkness. Okay.
And then I'm done.
Morthos.
And Morthos is gonna stick back here with Bart and
Okay.
keep an action held.
All right. Free.
What's going on over there?
All right. Let's hold right here for the night. How about that? Dun, dun, dun. Right before my creature can attack. But yeah. So we're going to hold here for the night, right at the top of the order. But now, we're not going to have you next Tuesday,
Next
correct?
Tuesday, I'm not gonna be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
tempted.
next Saturday.
It's okay. It's all right. I'm sure.
Do you need me to play for you
be
next Saturday?
No, we're I think ditching Saturday completely next week.
We're doing a one-shot with
Yeah, Moondog's going to run stuff for anybody that wants to play on Saturday night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Playing Moondog's game.
Yeah, he's going to do his.
Maybe.
The goblin. It's a goblin deal. So, I'm trying to think. We just might hold, for that. So that's going to be, unless you don't mind, so we split up the 3-on-3. If you don't mind, if you want, to play for next Tuesday, since you're not going to be here, if you let one of them run you, if you're okay with that.
Oh, next Tuesday? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
fine.
All right. Then yes, we'll hold here for the night and pick it back up next Tuesday.
Okay.
And let me see. I'll give y'all had. Let me give you your XP real quick, just so you know. Killed you. Yeah, you killed. Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's some big numbers right there.
A whole session, we got 133. That's fine. You should give us a really big bonus for getting that T-Rex across the.
Because
There
we
we
didn't have a
go.
wandering monster today.
No, he didn't have much, yeah, so it kept it just out. Yes, hey, Eric. So we're just going to be done for the night. We'll be back Thursday night for the Deadbeats and Saturday night for, no, not this Saturday night, Friday night. We'll be doing the second episode 2 of the Daedalus series. A Knight's Heir is what it's called. The first one we ran during Cobalt Con. This is episode 2. A test run on it all, but it should be pretty good. We'll start that at 8 o'clock Friday night, and Saturday night is off. So, folks, thanks for watching, guys and gals. Good job as always, and enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see y'all next Tuesday night then. All right? Thanks
Good
for
night,
watching.
everyone.
Say night.
Night,
Good
everybody.
night, everybody.